hopefully good, happy Monday! Oh my good gracious, oh my good golly, oh Miss Volley, happy Cinco de Mayo, oh my god, yo, Aldo, nap time, so true. Everybody get your big floppy nightcap, go to bed. It's nap time, baby! Nap, I'm not home! I haven't finished my chicken. I know my chicken and rice. You need to slow down. You need to wait. Oh my god, yo. MJ, time waits for no man. It marches ever on. You gotta meet it with chutzpah. Oh my god, yo, mellow. Aldo, I hope you're doing well. Hello. I think I got that right that time. I think it's Anin, or I'm wrong, and I'm so sorry. Oh my god, yo, Fox Family, Aldo. I hope you're all doing well. Oh my god, what a time to be alive. We are firmly in May. Life is moving forward. It was Star Wars Day yesterday. And I'm so close to departing to unknown horizons. My god, I'm sure you'll all miss me deeply. So true. You know, I'm sure you'll sob, you'll cry, or you'll celebrate and finally be free from this mortal coil. You know, maybe you'll finally seek freedom. Who knows? Oh my god, don't say we're in May. But we are. Oh no! Are the deadlines? Are they cracking up? Are they piling up? Oh Dios mío! It's fine. Surely May is just a prelude to June, which is a prelude to the summer. Everybody loves summer, minus the people who live in places that are absurdly hot in the summer, or who don't like bugs too much, or who don't go outside, or who don't like the heat. I mean, minus those people, everybody loves summer. I guess that people who, you prefer the winter, and it's not that they don't like the summer, it's just they don't prefer it over the other seasons. I guess there's a couple people who like to wear black. That's, I probably don't like the summer too much, but others do, probably. Yo, Ayana, I am well. I think I have responded correctly. I am well. Oh my god. I'm weeks behind Nap. I think I'm gonna rip my face off. No, you can't do that. Not unless you're performing in the hit Nicolas Cage movie Face Off. Little 1990s movie reference for all the folks at home. Little reference to hit Nick Cage movie Face Off for all those folks at home keeping count, you know, in case maybe you like some of his weirder work. You know, some people do. Some people are more into that rather than what's the one he won the Oscar for? Alone in Vegas, I think. Anin Eze Ayoyan, how are you today? I am well. Oh, 1 second, I did write this down. 1 second. It's Eze, which is pronounced with Eze Ayoyan. Nice. Oh my god, it's a very musical sounding language, you know that? Oh my gracious. How are you? I am very well, and I hope you're doing well too. I hate summer. I cannot breathe when it gets too hot, and it gets hot here. I mean, well, that just means you gotta go get some ice cream or something. You know, you gotta go get cool down. Get a nice little bit of ice cream and the like. Maybe some vanilla. You know, it'd be lovely. It'll be a sweet treat. You know. It's really sweet. Well, it is. It's just it's got a lot of musicality to it. I like it. Oh my god, you know, not my worst transition. Most people say it sounds harsh and rough. I don't think so. That's very yeah. No, that's very musical. Going like Anin, Yeah, anin eze ayuyan. Like that's, you know, that's very musically flowy. That's not harsh. That's not like ich sprechen Sie Deutsch, you know? Like that's a harsher sound. And even then, I don't know. I've never put too much stock into like I think every language can sound really pretty. You know, I've had German sound really pretty. I've had people speak like in Ukrainian, then it's really pretty. In Polish, and they're like, it's all about delivery, you know. It's all about how you approach it. But personally, I don't know. I think it sounds very musical and nice. Great segue. Let's go. Oh my god. It teed itself up. You brought up the heat of summer. I was like, wow, boy, do I know a way to beat the heat. It's simple, it's grand, it's all I've ever needed, and it's vanilla ice cream. I mean, it's not my favorite flavor, but it's up there. I like it more than I like chocolate or strawberry, which are like the other two, like classic, like, what would you call that, triumvirate of flavors? I mean, there's probably a better trio, probably. I guess people would just say trio. They probably wouldn't reference the triumvirate. That's probably a little on the nose. Oh my gosh. 6 out of 10. Hey, that's a good score from Mello. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a second. That's a pretty high score. It's usually below 5. I take that as an absolute win. A 6 out of 10 in Mello's scorekeeping is more like, you know, a billion. That's everything's looking up. Oh my god. But I hope you guys did. I hope you guys enjoyed some Star Wars maybe the other day. I was, until Tyler sent me something that obliterated me, and I'm only bringing it up not because Tyler's not here, but because Mello's here, and he threw Mello under the bus for why he said it to me. It was like, Mello wanted you to see this, and I had my day ruined. It was tragic. It was a post by a most beloathed individual, and boy howdy. It was some stupid AI post by stupid president. Oh my god. Anyway, but beyond that, I had a good time. Why someone felt that, you know, I needed my parade rained on, I don't know. Did I proclaim myself to be Barbara Streisand? No. So why are you coming in here raining on my parade? Come on! Tyler made me take the blame. He told me after he said it to HM. Man, he totally threw you under the bus. Like, he didn't even like edit it. He just like from off rip, he was like, Mello wanted you to see this. And I was like, what? Why? This sucks. I don't want to see this. This hurts me. But what kind of vanilla? There are variants. Oh, I do like it. The one that has like the little flecks of the bean in it. You know what I mean? Like little flecks of vanilla bean. I guess that's what, Tahitian or French? I like French vanilla. I think Tahitian's the one that most often has little flecks of real vanilla in it. I guess any of them can have the flecks of real vanilla. So I guess I'll go with French. French vanilla, my beloved. Typical Tyler thing. Oh my god. He said that you like me more so you wouldn't get mad. Oh my god. Why did he why did he approach it like he's but a small child trying to ask for like staying up late to their parent? Like they'll listen. If you ask, it'll be fine. Listen, no, just you go ask and they'll definitely let us, you know. Oh, familiar stuff is so good. I know, right? It's delectable. It really it's like another level. I don't know what they're putting. I mean, I guess vanilla. I was gonna say I don't know what they're putting in that little flecks of brown bean, but boy howdy, it is delicious. It just, the whole thing becomes like, I don't even know how to describe the taste. I mean, vanilla, but it feels like more. It feels richer, which maybe it's just real, and that's why. Maybe it's just not as processed. I don't know. But in any capacity, it's delicious. I mean, it's not the best ice cream ever. That's clearly cookie dough. Even the most subpar cookie dough is still better than, like, the most velvety rich vanilla. I stand by that. Listen, cookie dough reigns supreme. If I died of salmonella that way, you know, I died how I lived. And I hope that's what's put on my grave. I hope... I hope somebody recognizes that, you know, he took the gamble, and in the end, worth it. I would have no regrets. I would simply die happy. I would die a happy man. It is the superior ice cream. Everything about it's superior. It's just, it's perfect. God, I love cookie though. It's just so good. I mean, everybody already likes milk and cookies. This is just like cold cream and cookie. It's just, oh. But I don't like cookies and cream, weirdly enough. Not that I don't like it. It's just that one's definitely not equivalency. Like, I mean one that has like little chunks of actual cookie though, like the Ben and Jerry's, and I go, oh boy. We've been playing the Star Wars Fortnite season. Oh, wait, I thought Tyler said it was like the devil or something. I think that's as close as I've gotten to engaging with the properties. Aren't you drawing two That's the closest you've engaged with the two properties? They added X-Wings and TIE Fighters, and they could... I'm sorry, they added what? Aren't you people? Aren't you people in that game? What do you mean they added X-Wings and TIE Fighters? When did they add dogfights into Fortnite? What do you mean? At what point were they like, all right, boys, time to add in World War II dogfighting? Oh, actually, that game, it's Squadrons. Shame that thing was like really sick and well made. Oh, thank you. So kind. Oh, thank you. Please hold the applause. Oh my god, it was. If only if it wasn't made by EA, and didn't suck because of that. I've started calling them planes and no one corrects me, and I think it's funny. They replace every gun with laser blasters with names you can't tell apart. B12-12 blaster, H11-3 blaster. I mean, you say that like that's just not how guns work. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's just how all guns work. Like, if you have a different caliber gun, you just have a different number attached to it. Like a P90 or like, you know, like that's just that's all the same. This took me a while, but Ngarawai Ziwi Mira Ziwi. What does that mean? What does that mean? Can you finish reading the freaking message? What? Leave me alone. I don't think they include the eggs in cookie dough for cookie dough ice cream. I hope they do. I hope they do. Maybe they don't. I think they do. I like to think they do. I like to think that I'm gambling with my life. That's not like salmonella is not a deadly disease in that way, so far as I'm aware. Don't take that as medical advice. I could be entirely wrong. I don't think it kills you necessarily. I think it may weaken you to other diseases and those kill you. But I like to think that I'm gambling with salmonella, you know? That any day it could hit and I go, ah! And that's how I die. That's like that noise. I go, ah! Like just dead. Yo, never I'll do. Oh my god, yo, Ray! Guns don't need to have unique names because they look different and have different ammo types. It's all just laser blasters, but some of them are shotgun style or SMG style. Actually, I would suggest to you that the gun styles, if they look all identical in Fortnite, then they are poorly created because they do look different. Because they do look different. The guns used by battle droids is very different from the guns used by the clones because they're supplied by different groups, be them Corellians or from the Techno Union. Baba Booey. So I would have you know that in fact it is very different. I know what's we. I know what's we, or I know what's way. Probably we, because there's no H. I know what's way. May or sweet. Oh, what does it mean though? I just got a boot on my left foot but otherwise I'm doing good. Like a rubber boot, or like a you broke your foot boot. One of those is way worse. Oh, I agree. They are poorly created in Fortnite. Yes. In Fortnite, yes. I agree. Fortnite has done a poor adaptation. Yes. Yes, we agree. We are in agreement. Yes, yes. We're talking Star Wars. We are talking Star Wars. Let's go. We're talking the ins and outs of the Techno Union. Let's go. We're talking banking clans. We're talking the Trade Federation. We're talking tariffs, baby. Everybody told George he was crazy, and that no one would want to know about how trade tariffs could spin off into an intergalactic war. And yet, lo and behold, Vanilla comes from dirty eggshells, so really, it's kind of rare. Huh. Isn't that a thing of, like... Wait, I thought it was a thing of, like, between Europe and North America. Isn't there, like, a thing of, like, eggs are treated, and so, like, in Europe, they're able to sit out on, like, the counter forever? But in North America, they're not, because they're, like, treated to prevent salmonella, and then that gets rid of, like an outer coating or whatever that, like, is naturally there, but contains salmonella. Broke my foot. Oh, no! Except I actually, hurt something in my Achilles tendon. Oh! Dude, that sucks! Oh my god! I hope you're alright. I mean, like, overall, like, I hope you're on, like, a good way to recovery and not currently in pain. Man, that absolutely... That sucks swamp water, dude. Achilles is like a bad one to get hit, I'm pretty sure. I don't know for certain. Again, I'm not really medically versed, but so far as I'm aware, it's like one of the real bad ones. You don't want to ever get like nicked or anything like that, you know? It means 6 out of 10. I can't believe it. I can't believe it means 6 out of 10. Wait, what are the numbers? Wait, give me the numbers 1 to 10. What are the Ojibwe numbers 1 to 10? That way I can count. And yet, see, it's ironic because I actually probably do credit that with being half of why I got interested in poli-sci. I was legitimately always interested in that part of the plot line of Star Wars. I was always confused when those old grognards of, like, you know, the prequels suck, like those guys. I was always confused when those guys were kicking around being like, hey, there's so much, nobody wants to hear a political drama in Star Wars. I was like, me, I do. What do you mean that's sick? I want to hear about the Trade Federation. I want to hear about the Parliament of the Separatist States. You know, I want to hear how that goes. Why are separatist systems? Okay, who's this Count? Count? Is this a hereditary title? Why is he a Count? I want to know more about that. What do you mean? Tell me more. Tell me more about this Prime Minister of Camino. Who's electing him? What's going on? What blockades are being put in place? Why won't the Senate hear their call? This is all very intriguing. Yes. And yet, some people were like, no, you know, that's where it started. That's where the idiots started with the, like, there's no politics in Star Wars. Brother, war's in the title. What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Washed the eggs doesn't last as long. Unwashed can sit on the counter for a week or two. I mean, I heard it by sitting down, and then I also hurt my back because I sneezed. Huh? You'll get them when you get this course. Oh my god. You can find Jedi or Sith Masters around the map, and they'll take you into a portal and train you on how to use a lightsaber. If you're a Jedi, you can force push, and if you're a Sith, you can use Sith lightning. I always say lightning bolt when I use it. So wait, I'm confused. They take you in to learn how to use a lightsaber, but they don't give you a lightsaber? Are there even lightsabers in Fortnite? I feel like I saw a bunch of melee weapons, and I was like, none of those are lights. Why would people bother with this? I was like, do they not even give you a lightsaber? What's the point? What's the point in any of this? Wait a minute. This freaking sucks. I do need to make another double of a chest, you know? Alright, so this one we're gonna put this stone in. This one, we're gonna put some dirt in. And some cobble. And these odds and ends, that sort of thing. Grab that, bring that back down here, set that there. Well, I'll take this with me. And then I'm gonna go quickly repair my pickaxe so I don't forget, so that it doesn't die. You know? Oh, man. Also, yeah, speaking of, like, who isn't interested in the politics of the system, and then you add in long-standing, like, space issues? What do you mean? You add in long-standing, like, monastic orders of space-controlling wizards? Samurai wizards? That's so cool. Space opera? Ooh. Completely unrelated news, I got banned from a random stream because I had a controversial opinion that corn was a bad thing. I mean, it's like a really... Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what do you mean you think it's a bad thing? Brother, it's like one of the most important foods we grow. What? Huh? Corn's like one of the most, like, beneficial things humans have ever figured out how to grow. Huh? A bad? What kind of a state? Like, you don't like it? I mean, if you don't like it, I don't know, fill your boots, pal. Yeah, if you don't like the taste of corn, you know. Well, you see, King, this would be out of the range of PG-13. So, I'm gonna ask you to not go into that. Into that. You got it? Get it? Good. That's your only warning. They do give you lightsabers. Oh, okay. So they do. They do give you lightsabers, but however, every time Fortnite does Star Wars this season, they never offered lightsabers as a pixelated skin because they never leave those rare weapons on the map, meaning... Oh, wait, 1 second. There we go. They never leave those on the map, meaning they have to make other light-based axes and tools for the pickaxe skin instead, much people's dismay. Makes sense. You'll get the rest of the numbers when you earn them through my rating system. Oh my god. Well, I already have 10 then, so I already know what a 10 out of 10 will look like. Which, of course, someday I'll achieve, surely. Surely it will. It'll happen. Any day now, honestly, you know. Right, guys. 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 Oh my good gracious. But in any event, yeah, no, I don't know. I've always thought it's been a little weird that the whole early onset examination of like political real world motives for groups in Star Wars. Because it feels like such an interesting storyline to tell. I just don't know why you wouldn't want it. I've never understood why people are like, oh, that's boring. It wasn't like they were looking at the camera and being like, well, you see, trade tariffs are set to a 24 percentile. And so we're doing that so that in the economics, blah, 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 blah. Like they weren't getting into economics. They really weren't. They just used the word, it was as simplistic as you could make it. It's crazy to me. But alas, some people, I suppose, don't like that kind of thing, you know? Devastating as it may be. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. I am curious, though, with regards, speaking of, back to the Fortnite thing, I am curious if it's like a licensing reason for why they wouldn't include, whatchamacallit? Why they wouldn't include lightsabers, like, just as a thing you could grab, or is it like they're too similar to a different item that already exists? To your earlier question on why Fortnite Star Wars is the most I'm engaged in, not with my Star Wars homework, I'm ignoring it. I see. But I was gonna ask how it's going. I was gonna ask if you'd selected like what groupings you were gonna use for your Daniel Craig character, and I'm blanking on the other person. Have you determined? Because I think you said you needed to do one good guy and one bad guy of each, right? And I was wondering if you decided what factions or how you were going to portray that within. Because it sounded neat. It sounded interesting. You know? Oh, Star Wars is so cool. It's like this never-ending font of information, I swear. Even just like, I rewatched a lot of it on the 4th. I was rewatching a lot of Star Wars. That's part of why I'm so Star Wars brained on it right now. Nap, there are lightsabers. You find them on the map. They are weapons you can use. They just aren't a pickaxe. Oh. Well, then what? Then who cares? Why are people... Huh? Lightsabers are a thing you can grab on the map, but you can't unlock them in the battle pass as a skin because they have an exclusive, be rare weapons on the map. Oh, okay, so they're just a function of the, they're just a function of the game mode, not a function of, like, the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Limited time licensing. Why would that not make sense? Confusing. Very confusing. I will say also, though, if you go back to those older Star Wars movies, boy howdy they hold up, I will say. Just in terms of, like, the physical effects, I do love them. I think they're fantastically well done. They really sell what they need to with very limited resources. Seems true for Blade Runner and for the first Terminator. Those also are, like, phenomenally well done for what they are. On this hill I will die, that I think half the reason that they are so, like, good at holding up is simply because they do so much practical. And it's like, oh, okay, it's physically there. Like, they are actually in a hangar bay. They are actually doing, like, they actually have giant, like, X-Wing props around them. Like, it's physically there, and so... it grounds the characters themselves in it. Similarly, it's like, oh, that's actually like a tank tread driving over fake skulls. It's like, oh, of course, Terminator looks real because they actually have a thing doing the thing, you know? Yo, great outdo. Back from the town meet where I advocated, fair enough. Because people are annoying and lame and 12. You know, I've had that same issue come up with the Minecraft community. You know, oddly enough, maybe that's just video games in general. Maybe it's not a Minecraft only problem. Maybe it's all video game groups, and no one's ever happy, and everybody's miserable. Who knows? I like to think not. Genuinely, I don't like to think that is the case. But as time goes on, I often find myself being proven wrong. Oh my god. I just watched Blade Runner for the first time. Yo, the other very crazy movie. It's so good. Oh my god. I think I've said this on stream before, but one of my favorite elements of that whole movie is because it's like it was made in, I want to say 82 or maybe it's 79 or whatever. No, I think it's set in 1982, which is the year that it came out in. Or no, it's set in 2019. Sorry, it was set in 2019, was made in 1982. But anyway, it's really interesting to me that, like, of all the futuristic things, they're like, of course, this will be how the future will be. Flying cars, cool analog call sticks, like, you know, all this cyberpunk. I mean, it's the origin of so much cyberpunk stuff comes from that specific movie. It's one of the few things you really can't take away from Ridley Scott, and boy, does he know it. But it's also this thing of, my favorite thing is that for all this new technology, they couldn't believe that the newspaper would go out of fashion. There's still newspapers, and they're, like, used throughout the film, and, like, clearly a part of everyday life. And it's like, wow, you thought of so much, but couldn't foresee that a newspaper wouldn't be a thing anymore? That's crazy. That it just, I don't know, it speaks to, like, how integrated it was into, like, your everyday life. That, like, the idea of the newspaper being a dead medium was just unfathomable in the 80s. It's so funny to me. I mean, the original 3 versions, you can watch and retouch versions, not the original release, but that's besides the point. I mean, all the original 3, the versions you can watch are the retouched versions. Oh yeah, you mean the ones that are on, like, Disney Plus with the edits and touch-ups? Yeah, I mean, I own copies of from I guess technically it is a re-release, but it's a re-release in, I want to say it's like a 90s version, which has some elements of retouching, but not too much. And even so, I mean, that doesn't change like the hangar bay that Luke Skywalker's in, where there's still a great, and I'm so glad it's still there. There's a great moment when he blows up the Death Star and he lands and he gets out and they're all celebrating. Everybody's running towards him. Leia's running over. She's like, Luke, and Luke turns around and goes, Carrie, because Mark Hamill was too excited. And he said Carrie Fisher's real name and did not say Leia. And it's my favorite thing in the world. Oh god, it's fun. Because people want lightsabers, skins, they are the forever because they're colored than offshoots. And we're gonna get into level 1000 on Animal Jam minigame. What is that? What is Animal Jam minigame? Check the M's. Check the M's. What the heck? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh wait, is this that game that you were playing during like a subathon? Is this that game? We're reading Do Androids Dream for class. Well then, MJ, the real question is, do you think that Harrison Ford's character is a synth? You know, do you think that he was real? Do you think that he was created to hunt other synths? Does he even know? You know, is he human? Who knows? What joke? Oh, what a hard choice. 65? Yo, got it, boys. Joke 65. Let's see. What do you get if you cross a bottle of water with an electric eel? A bit of a shock. Wait. Alright, that's cute. Okay, I don't hate that one. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Bop. Bop. Check the M's, whatever for. Oh, you couldn't handle a 2-second timeout? Oh, you couldn't handle 2 seconds? That's too big of a problem for you? Oh my god. What the heck? Hey man, you know, it's all about whack-a-mole, you know. Oh, Dios mío. But in any event, actually that's probably fine. I'll do a little bit more just to heal up all my tools while I'm here, so I don't have to come back here again. But in any event, I do like how, as time goes on, I just thought it was funny how good all requests you to check DMs all the time. And this has re-locked me in, and this has reaffirmed to me that that was a mistake. I trusted you. I was like, oh my, sure, why not, MJ? Oh, what I have learned. But anyway, what I was gonna say was one thing that I do really like with episode 4 now is now with like so much expanded beyond it. It's so interesting to see line deliverances and stuff like that, and plot points where you're like, they had no idea what that would become, but boy howdy, did it become a whole big thing. Like even just the concept of the Clone Wars, and like you were a general in the Clone Wars, and it's like, I guess that's a thing now. What does that mean? Some of the most interesting media you can actually find is the original Legends material prior to the prequel movies coming out, which was a bunch of sci-fi authors of like the 80s and 90s writing their own ideas of what the Clone Wars of Star Wars was. Like tons of forgotten media, basically, of books just detailing like entirely different ideas of what that meant. Like some was like, oh, cloning Jedi. Some was like, oh, it's like, you know, a synths kind of thing, like a Terminator type deal. It's, you know, it's this whole different understanding that's very intriguing versus like the, oh no, we got like a warrior race clone to make an army of clones so that we could fight droids, which is what we ended up getting. Whereas the other one was originally a very like, oh, what does humanity mean? Da 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 da. Like it was like getting into elements of that. I think one of the weirdest ones was it was like a cloning virus, or it was like a you don't know who's a clone. Like that was the Clone Wars. The Jedi was trying to weed out like, wait, who is the clone? Body snatchers. And so I think that's really interesting as just like a totally different what if for Star Wars. I mean, you know, George Lucas never liked it, but what's he know? He just was like, no, none of that's canon, actually. I think you'll find that I'm gonna make my my own movies. And he did, and they had Hayden Christensen in them. And for that, I will always thank him. I will always say, yes, yes, thank you, George Lucas. Very cool guy. Cool actor, yes, yes, very good at what he does. Yes, yes. Thank you. Maybe you should have got somebody to punch up your dialogue, but otherwise, very good. Oh, but what movie couldn't use a punch up, you know? I mean, probably like a Wes Anderson. Maybe a Tarantino movie. Yeah, probably those two. Those two are probably the only like absolute nerds that are just way too hyper specific on dialogue and like writing. Yeah, probably just those two. I was gonna say maybe Ryan Coogler, but no, I think he does some rewrites. He's not nearly as hyper specific. Clint Eastwood? No, he's more. He's not really big on the writing side of things. He's a director, not a writer-director, you know? Oh my god. Wes Anderson, the guy who the Fantastic Fox movie? Yeah, I saw your videos about that movie. Yeah, that guy. He does. I mean, that wasn't his first movie, but he does lots of movies. And he's a very, 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 very hyper-specific man. It's like his hallmark is that like everything, like for instance, he did an ad, a Christmas ad, even for I think it was H&M. Where like Adrian Brody was cast as like a train conductor that wasn't gonna make it in time for Christmas, so they have Christmas on the train. And he checks a schedule at one point because it's like every item in every sequence of every room is just always just so. And I think he pulls a clipboard schedule off to like flip one paper over to double check, flip it back, and then put it back. Every single page, I think it's like 20 pages on that clipboard, are real, like thought out, properly made actual train schedules, like for the fake train going to fake locations. None of them will ever see the light of day. None of them will ever, like, it was not needed. He could have just had a stack of like papers that weren't the same, like just papers. It didn't need to have fake schedules. But he's just, everything has to be exact. That pencil should be two inches to the left. And he moves it 2 inches to the left. He's just, which is why I think he liked claymation so much with Fantastic Mr. Fox, because that really is like the whole point of that is hyper specificity. It was made by this certain nerd, but it was kind of entertaining, I guess. Well, what can I say? Kind of the brand, you know? But yeah, so it's probably him, and then similarly Quentin Tarantino, but Quentin Tarantino more so just for his script, because he's very much, you will say what I wrote because I wrote it to be that. Like the lines are the lines because they're meant to be. Like that's what I want set. Which is not always true because not all directors are writers and not all writers are great dialogue writers. I mean, there's different kinds of writing, you know. Some writers are great at dialogue. Some writers are great at screenplays. Some writers are good at novels. Some writers are good at stage plays. Like, you know, it varies. That's why there's awards for the adaptations. Because it's an actual, like, you know, you can have a already written thing and it really will not translate until you put in the work to do so. That's not what I meant. I wanted to grab this one. Bop. And bop. And bop. Too bad. Anyway, the question, I haven't finished Do Androids Dream, but I just got to the chapter with the potential android cop, and I don't know if Harrison Ford was one. It was one. It felt like something they implied at the end, but it didn't really go that hard, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the classic questions of that movie, where it's like, is he not? Is like kind of left unknown. You know, intentionally, it's just kind of like a, what do you think? Which, you know, some people like, some people hate when movies do that, you know, but I'm always interested to hear what most people think when they hear that, you know. They cut a lot for Blade Runner. Yeah, that's why. Well, I guess I should ask, did you watch the base Blade Runner, or did you watch like the director's cut? Because I think in most places you can only find the director's cut these days, I'm pretty sure. Like, even on like most streaming services, I don't think they've ever like had the non-director's cut, because it's become so, like, the original movie non-director's cut is pretty like all over the place and weird, and then with the director's cut it at least like makes sense, you know. But that's just because Ridley Scott is just terrible at making a good cut, you know. Final Cut, it was on Netflix. Yo, that's good, because yeah, that was, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still lots cut from that, like you said, but there are 7 cuts. Yep. Yep. Good old Ridley Scott, which is true for almost all of his movies. Almost all of his movies are like pretty god awful in their theatrical release, palatable in their directorial release, like if he gets a director's cut, and then polished up into a final cut, are usually half decent. Like Kingdom of Heaven. I mean, deeply apocryphal and ahistorical, but somewhat entertaining in its director's cut. Absolute nonsense in its theatrical cut, which in my opinion makes you a bad director, but whatever, you know. That's, you know, if you give your job is to make a theatrical cut of something and you can't manage it, kind of sounds like you're not very good at what you're meant to be doing. Well, at the end of the day, he's got the big bucks, so I guess that's what's important. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yippee! But it's a very fun movie. I enjoy it a lot. I think Blade Runner is like, I guess that whole period of the 80s was just like really good for movies in general. Like, a lot of the best movies kind of come out of that, not necessarily in my opinion, but like in terms of like, that's usually seen as like a real golden age of movies, which kind of makes sense because they got to like this peak of like physical effects. Like, I think I do again, credit to the guy. He's got good ideas, because I think Ridley Scott's Alien, like, Alien is probably the single greatest, like, quote unquote, the monster of any movie ever. Like, you know, just monster movies. And I think, like, there's other ones I like more, I'm more interested in than Xenomorphs, but like, man, I don't think another movie has done, quote, like, just the monster better as like a whole thing, you know? Kind of sounds like a skill issue. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, it's just so well made. I don't know, maybe the book will go into more, but then kind of just say it, hey, what if you were a robot? Would it really matter? Doesn't really hit me as much. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's mostly just a question that then people like to ponder. They're like, oh, I wonder if he is. And then they go, ooh, is there details in the film to support this? And then people argue about that forever and ever, you know? They go, I think this supports that he is, in fact, a synth, and he is contracted to do this because this would like no human could go through all this, because you know it's the whole like how do you live with yourself doing this? Have you ever accidentally killed the wrong one? How would you know? Yada yada yada. And then it's like, oh well, that part is pre-built in, you know, because he's a synth, or he's not, and he's gotta lose his mind because of this whole job, you know. Wow. But then there's those who's like, well, that takes away something, because then him caring about her is a whole like you know, well, it mattered because it was a human reaching across, but it matters less if it's a synth. But then there's also the question of like, should it matter less, you know? And so on and so forth and yada yada yada, you know. Movies, discourse, baba booey. The chapter where the entire police force are androids and he's traveling with one guy who might be an android was way more compelling to me, because it was like, oh god, is that guy an android? That could be crushing. I think that chapter did what you're referring to for me. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I think you're right. I think that element of it is lost in Blade Runner a lot as a thread, because I think that element is ham-fisted in by Ridley Scott right at the end, rather than being like properly dropped throughout the movie in a way that would be not only like narratively satisfying, but like have drama attached to it. Like it really doesn't, like there's no impact per se to it in how like that question enters the movie. So it's like, for lack of a better word, pretty irrelevant if he is or isn't. Hoggers. No message. Thank you so much for 41 months. Dios mío, 41 months is crazy. Time flies, my friend. Time flies. I watched the Matilda musical the other day, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. Oh yeah, like the most recent like modern one that they did, or like did you see a version on? I don't know. Is it on the West End? Is that like a thing right now? They did that in the Fallout DLCs. They play into the fact that you literally can't remember your history because it's just a cutscene at the start of the game. Oh, are you a synth? My gal is not a synth personally. Fair, fair. Though, see, what's interesting about that is I feel like you could breadcrumb that a bit more into Fallout, couldn't you? Given the fact that not just is it the memories, but it's like, why are you the only one to have lived from from that vault, you know?
Stare.
Oh, fuckers, yo, 27 months. Thank you so much, Gwen, for 27 months. Oh my god, nerd stare. Nerd stare. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Is it perfect? No. Is it pretty good? Absolutely. Fair, fair. How was the hike nap, Tyler? It was wonderful. How are you? How was work? How was Sinners? How was your day? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. 27 months. What the hell? I know, right? Time flies, dude. You blink and it's over. Oh. No, that's true. To be honest, even though people consider it the best written DLC of Fallout 4, I never played. Oh my god, MJ really is one of those New Vegas elitists, huh? I just think anything Bethesda has ever touched is bad, and only Vegas is good, and no other Fallout, and. I'm teasing, I don't mean this literally.
Make sure to see Sinners in theaters before it leaves. Also buy Storm number 7 from Marvel Comics. May the 4th be with you.
But it's not May the 4th, it's May the 5th. Might have fall made you lift, you know? And it's Cinco de Mayo, which, for those that don't know, is a day celebrating the defeat of the Second French Empire. Yippee! Yippee-yahoo! Oh, Napoleon II. You were not him. You were you really wanted to be like your uncle. And you were not. Womp womp. I will always love a story that advocates for civil disobedience in the face of rampant abuse of powers and empowering the little guy. In this case, literally. Fair, fair. I'm going to cry. I mean, listen. Am I wrong, MJ? Is that not what you're demonstrating right now? You know, I can't believe it. MJ, one of the blind Nuvegi only good gamers, devastated. Cinco de Mayo is not a Mexican holiday, as we all know, and then we all look at the Tyler 2 racism board tallies. Huh? What do you mean it's not a Mexican holiday? Ah? Jack said I'm not allowed to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Oh, okay. Is the day when the Mexicans won an important battle against the French. Yeah, they don't actually celebrate it. Definitely not at the extent that Americans do. Oh, that part. Okay, yeah, sure. I was gonna say, I was like, no, it's about the defeat of the Second French Empire by Mexico. That's kind of what it's all about. Slowly but surely we will connect these areas, which we all knew and Tyler didn't refute multiple times. I mean, you know, fair, you know, Tyler didn't refute it. You're right. He didn't say that at all. Oh, Dios mío. What can I say? Can't win them all. Can't win them all. But yeah. I didn't know Fallout 4. I mean, that makes sense. Fallout 4 has a DLC that goes into whether or not you are an artisan. That's actually pretty neat. Maybe we should play all of Fallout 4 and then it's DLCs. Maybe that's what we should do next in the Fallout universe. You're right, MJ. I'm glad you've brought this to our attention. You're so right. That should be next on the docket for Fallout. Absolutely. I'll get right on it. Maybe not. What do you mean? I mean, clearly you haven't done it, so that means it'll be new and interesting and fresh for you as well. That just sounds like a win-win. Everybody gets something new and fresh and exciting, you know? Isn't that cool? Some of us knew roses are blooming. Roses! Yo! Spring is in the air. Nap week sub goal. Let me open my credit card. Dios mío. I should say, you know, it should go without saying, but just as a reminder, that nap week specifically would not happen until, should we hit it, wouldn't happen until I have returned, but as soon as I returned, we would go into it. That's so rude. That's so rude of you. How could you? Am I remembering correctly that next Monday is the last stream until June? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty well. Unless I I kind of want to try to fit one in on the Tuesday, but then it's like, it would time wise, I'm like, I don't know if I can. I have to be at like an airport for like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 in the morning or something like that. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe I should maybe I should go to bed early. I don't know. or big stream. Who knows? 12-hour stream, you know? Huge, important stream. It's not the main focus of the DLC. It is a large faction of synths in the area, but it is not solely focused on the synths. It's set on a foggy coastline in Maine. You go to Maine? Wait, that's actually kind of cool. Wait, you mean to tell me that Maine gets to be in Fallout before? Oh my god. Sure, let's go to Maine. Yeah. Why would we go to any other like way cooler area? Let's go to Maine. Yeah. Nothing else is cool on the East Coast. Why would we go anywhere else? Blame the Maine on Spain. My 4-year resub. When am I going to get the chance? Well, listen, when I get back, you know. 12-hour Fortnite stream. Nep, why would you care about going to New York? You don't even live there. Yo, exactly. I have never gotten to experience, you know, I've never gotten to visit New York as a tourist, and you know, it would be really fun to get to do so digitally through a hellscape of Fallout. Because, you know, I've talked about many times how I have never gotten the chance to visit New York as a tourist, and so, you know, it would be cool to get that chance via a video game, you know, because otherwise I'll probably never get the chance to visit as a tourist, you know. Just pretty unlikely to happen. Being from Nunavut and all, you know, it's just long distance. Yeah, just a real you know, it would be difficult to take that flight, you know. It would be difficult to leave Nunavut to come to New, you know, it would just be a difficult flight to take. Can the Nap Week be future themed, where we only play games set in the future, giving MJ a way to get Nap to play more Fallout? I mean, sounds like I just gotta play Space Marine 2 and Alien and like a million other games set like that Call of Duty game that had, I don't know, Kit Harington in it. Is that his name? Kit Harington? Is that the guy from Game of Thrones, or is that Kit Connor? Is it Kit Connor or Kit Harington? It's Kit something, I'm pretty sure. Or is it Kip? Yo, Darkfire, just go IRL. What reason could you have to not? Well, it's just it's just a little difficult. Like I said, it'd be difficult to book that plane to visit New York City. You know, it would just be a little complicated. None of it doesn't have no direct flights. You know. I do think Future Week is a fun Nap Week concept. That actually is just different games set in the future. That is actually a pretty fun idea. New York City post-war status is not fully known. The assaultatron Adelaide, who attempted to find Broadway in central Manhattan, sometimes between the Great War and 2105, reported the Big Apple had become a big crater, or at least the areas surrounding Broadway. Okay, why? That makes sense, cause yeah, the Doi, that's where nukes would hit. But like, lame? What do you mean? Boston gets to survive? Washington is still a place? If Chicago still exists in Fallout, I'm going to throw myself off of a bridge in a video game. Oh my god. Yo! Bananas! Outdo!
My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all.
Eminem!
The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even
You
if I
can't see
could,
it all!
it'd all be gray.
Call
But
a
your
doctor!
picture on my wall.
So you say it like Eminem? Yeah, I need a doctor? Oh god. Harrington? Steve? What? Oh, Kid Harrington. Okay. I was like, huh? Harrington? What? Around the late 2280s, the brotherly steel passed over numerous cities along the East Coast during the expedition from the capital wastelands of the Commonwealth about the ship of the Pride Wind, with the eyewitness accounts telling the derelict skyscrapers taken over by mutants. No! Taken over by mutants! That's so different from how things would probably be right now in that place.
It reminds me that it's not so bad.
It's not so bad. Oh my god, thank you for $2. Yeah, I appreciate it, Anonymous. Good song choice. Stan's a crazy poll, but still. Why would that want to do a political climate? Yeah, just Boston and New York sucks. Is my blood. I hate New York. I know. The Brooklyn Bridge? I don't know about all that. That seems. I wasn't saying anything. I said in a video game, so if they if they made a Fallout there, maybe. Did you see the? Washington DC is in a bad strait. It's just more spread out than New York. Still, make that thing a crater. Not fair. Not fair. My god. Surely it can't all be gone. Nap, what are you getting your mom for Mother's Day? I noticed a little Nap gift. Is it played when tips are sent? It's because it is. I fixed it. It is on a rare setting, so it will very rarely occur. Rather than being every time, because it wasn't meant to be every time. You know, it'll be a rare occurrence. What are you getting your mom for Mother's Day? You know, yeah, I'll probably cook something. You know, I'll probably do a little bit of cooking or something like that. You know, just have a nice day. You know. What song is that? Anonymous is doing the song "Stan" by Eminem. I was just waiting for Fallout Canada. Are they making that? They consented in none of it. Oh my god, mutant polar bears, let's go! Let's go, W! You should give your mom a sub to Philza. My mother doesn't know who that is, or what Twitch is, or any of that. What do you mean? None of that would mean they would be a useless item. What do you mean? Fallout Ontario. True. I don't know what you'd have there. I guess the location. I guess the locations would be like Niagara Falls and the CN Tower and I'm sure there's other stuff. I just don't know it off the top of my head. You know, I'm from none of it, not Ontario. You know, I say different part of Canada, different part. Yo, summer lighting, outdo. Long time no see, King. Hope you've been well. Hope life's been treating you well. How's life? How's your wife? How's your kid? Set in Yellowknife, there's no difference from present-day Yellowknife, as no nuke hit anywhere near there. Well, maybe. Wait a minute. Maybe. Map of nuclear explosions in Fallout. Let's see. Do we know anyways outside of America, actually? Now that I think about it, now that I'm looking at the maps that they're showing, do we actually... Has Bethesda ever said where outside of America the bombs have hit? Midday today, been kind of awful. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Found one of my friends isn't exactly a good person. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's genuinely quite rough. It is never easy to find out that the people that you know and care about are not the people you think they are. I'm sorry to hear that. Niagara Falls, which is connected to New York, and this is how we get the... Exactly! Of course! Oh my god. Yeah, Fallout... Fallout Albany. Fallout Buffalo. Chicago does exist post-war. What do you mean? There's an enclave base there. The fun fact, the Brotherhood of Steel actually had a fleet of airships, lesser models that the Pride went, and one crashed in Chicago. The Brotherhood chapter crashed there, went rogue, and went missing. The game Fallout Tactics is set in the Midwest, especially Chicago. So they got an entire game. I'm gonna talk to Todd. All right, I'm gonna call up Todd Howard. He'll listen. He'll listen to me. He'll go, well, Napoleon, you know, we've taken your thoughts into consideration. I'll go, thank you, Todd Howard. I appreciate that. You know, it means a lot that you're willing to take this criticism. Now, if you could please set one of your games in Yellowknife, Nunavut, that would be fantastic. We could even toss in the Yukon. You know, we could even mix things up. You know, make some Gold Rush. You know, Gold Rush memes. That was the Yukon, right? The Yukon had a Gold Rush. I think. I'm pretty sure. Fallout Albany. I have tried to look, and turns out it doesn't seem like there is a global map of where nukes have hit in Fallout. So I actually maybe they did. Maybe they distinctly were like, best hit Yellowknife. We have to. It's the only way, you know. So maybe it was nuked. Who knows? Canada was annexed by the U.S. Yeah, but that doesn't mean Yellowknife doesn't still exist. You know, that doesn't mean that doesn't mean the Yellowknife doesn't still exist. I think I'm gonna go. Have a good day, nap. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good rest of your day, dude. And again, I'm very sorry to hear about your friendship. That is a shame. But rest assured, I'm sure it'll all hopefully work out in the end for you. Slowly break this down.
I drank too much last night. Got bills to pay.
Bills to
My
pay?
head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again.
I don't even... What? Are you okay? Huh? You are? I don't know what's going on. What you... I'm sorry, you what? That's not good, dude.
And even if I'm there, they'll all imply that I might not last a day. And then you call me and it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Oh, is this a different verse of Stan? I think the bombs absolutely hit spots in Canada because the last of the oil pipelines were in Anchorage, Alaska. It was a massive front in the war, so all that is fair game. So maybe they did hit Yellowknife. We got a game, baby. There's no way they can stop us now. They have to make the game. Bop, bop. Can you believe I'm on stream 83? Oh my god. I'm gonna block you. Oh my god. What song is it? Oh, and I think Anonymous is gifting Stand by Eminem. Good song. I mean, a heavy song, but a good song. I don't know what album it appeared on. I want to say it was one of the Marshall Mathers. I could be wrong. Yo, Medicine Aldo. Oh my god. We're talking about nuking Canada. No, we're not. We're talking about nuking We're talking about if Yellowknife got nuked. So if I would get to play in Yellowknife in a Fallout game set in Canada. That's all. Bop, 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 bop. And I'm saying that they Nab, they are threatening me. Tyler. Oh my god. Tyler, do not threaten people. That is a warning. For the love of God, sir. Oh my god. You're gonna get one of the Twitch admins in here and like mad. You know that they're gonna be like, excuse me, you're banned. And I'm like, no, no, please. And I'll have no recourse because they can kind of just do that. That's kind of how it works. And then it's just womp womp. Eh. Can I threaten myself in the privacy of your own home and outside of this chat? Then yes. You could threaten me, I give you permission. I do not give him permission to threaten anybody in this chat. So, womp womp, that supersedes your own. Bop, bop, bop. Oh man, but Medicine, how you been? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? How fares the wizarding world for you, King? How fares whatever maze you've been trapped in? 665? Well, you got it, boys. Funny effect, New York was the first place. I saw the follow. I saw the follow TV show. First place was LA. They bombed it. No, LA. Wrong. Wrong. LA. I saw the TV show. I saw the TV show. That's where it happened first. It's a fact. It's a fact. They put it into the show. Oh my god. Have you heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls? Dead Sea Scrolls. Oh wait, no. Have you heard of the Dead Sea? Have you heard of the Dead Sea? Dead? I didn't even know it was sick. Oh my god. I'm free from the horrors of tax season. Let's go! Classes start tomorrow and I'm casting spells. Shadow Money Wizard Gang. Medicine loves casting spells. Yo. Sick, dude. Well, I'm glad tax season's over for you. I'm glad you have a reprieve. Hopefully your classes are interesting and engaging and not full of taxes. Nep, do you want to learn a fun stunt fact? Maybe. What is it? Incorrect. No, I saw it. I saw Walter Goggins there, and he was like, "All right, kid, if it's bigger than your thumb, then we're all dead." And it was bigger than a thumb. So you know, And that's where it hit first, because they were watching the news, and the news didn't switch over to be like, oh my god, nukes have hit this other location. Which it would have if that had happened. They were connected enough to be able to be like, oh my god, New York's been nuked. Run for your lives. Get to the vaults. But they didn't have that chance. They didn't have that chance at all. They just got. I think they were talking about like a peace summit or something that was meant to be going on, or there was something going on. There was bad news. I remember that they were talking about something being a problem, but it wasn't nukes. And Pennsylvania 942 and Boston at 947. Why Pennsylvania? What's in Pennsylvania that they felt the need to nuke, huh? What, Scranton? What do you mean? The oldest person ever on fire on camera was a 71-year-old woman named Yvette Ferguson, who came out of retirement to do the stunt. Yo! Yvette! That's hard as nails, actually. Wait a minute, that's so sick. I forget who's the person who normally sings that part. All I know is that in Stan, there was a version that had Elton John sing that part. And he did pretty good. I forget where it was. It was at like some sort of award show or something. I saw it on a YouTube at one point, and I was like, wow. Remember that, don't talk about Fallout at the airport. You'll sound dangerous out of context. No, I'll walk right into that airport. I'll be like, and so then they were nuking the place. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What are the odds? What are the odds that something goes wrong at the airport, you know? Very low, very low. I guess I probably should set up. Maybe I should get something in line in case I get on a plane and it goes kablooey. Maybe I should get something in line to free you all from your shackles. Wait, no, I don't have to actually. I won't check in. Never mind. The 72 hours will pass. And then it'll all wait, we're good. You'll just find out 72 hours later. It'll be fine. Hey, get rid of that. And then we just I mean, that part's easy enough, but this part, no, I want it all pretty flat. Nap, they really wanted to nuke the Hershey chocolate factory. Did you just spend the last like 4 minutes looking up what is in Pennsylvania? Did you? You know what Fallout needs actually? You know what I think is oh, there he is!
And I want to thank you
there he
for giving me
is!
the best day of my life.
Oh,
and
he's going snooze.
Is having the best day of my life.
The best day of your life? Yo! Sick, dude! Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Wow. No, Nap, I've been to Pennsylvania. It took a while to find anything. Oh my god. Little Nap, let's go! He's so sleepy. But what Fallout truly needs, and this would really improve the whole series, I think, is they need more random sideshow attractions. I mean, sure, they had the big T-Rex in Fallout New Vegas, but they need like giant rubber band balls, they need like the wow sideshow attraction to pull off the freeway here to see the world's largest rubber band ball. and like a community should have built around it in like a shrine type style, in worship towards the rubber band ball, and then you get the choice of blowing it up or not. That seems wonderful. That seems like a great way to do it. I think they can afford to make a rubber band ball. Nah, but you see, it would have to be one from before the war happened. Because nobody would be able to make a giant rubber band ball afterwards, you know? That'd be impossible. It just couldn't be done. They've lost the technology. They've lost all ability to make giant rubber band balls. Bop, 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 bop. It's disintegrating. I just in general do think that little sideshow attractions would be fun. It'd be cool little side quests. You could add some fun, wacky stuff in that way, I feel like. Now, what are we building here? Oh, so basically, I'm terraforming the area a little bit so that this is going to have a descent and some cool walled-in areas, and then over there is going to have an ascending staircase, because basically I like the idea of that area appearing to be on a raised ledge. And I thought rather than trying to raise the ledge that it's on, because it's on pretty flat land, I was like, oh, I'll just get rid of the land in between the two areas and then make that a flattened area, and then I can retrofit the area that way. You know? So a bit of terraforming. We're just doing a bit of terraforming. It's terrifying, you know? Alright, yeah, that one. I checked the song "Stand" by Eminem. Its first verse matches, but none of the others do. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, I can't say that I've recognized any of the other verses as being also from Stand. But then they do have the not so why bit, so I assume that it's like alternate versions. I'm not sure. I do know that the opening definitely is from Stan, though. It is his favorite. Is my favorite nap subplot? What, like a television show? Oh my god. Been researching nukes. Someone tried to do the math to describe the devastation of percent of people wiped out, and it turns out the Great War might have involved 60,000 nukes. I mean, at that point, the world's over. You know, I don't like. I don't even think. I don't even think the ghouls or anything happens. Like, I think in a realistic sense, if Fallout's universe, like, if they actually followed through on all the things, and they were like, yeah, we did the math. Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. The world explodes. It's the tectonic plates have been messed up. They shift too much. All the vaults are crushed. You know, it's just, I just don't think it's tenable for the thing to survive, you know? I think my favorite nap subplot is the increasingly cursed stream setups. What do you mean? Barn, warehouse, library without permit. Those aren't cursed. Come on. What, you expected me to miss stream? You guys are like, you know, kind enough to show up, but the least I can do is try my darndest to make sure the stream actually happens. It'd be silly not to, you know? We're on season 4 of Nap TV. Me personally, I'd strive for the nuclear fallout. Oh my god. You'd survive it? You'd live through the whole thing? You'd be a ghoul? You'd be like Walter Goggins? Nap, you traveled hours to a barn and streamed on the power gas generator. Yeah! Well, because that way, like, I was able to get a guy who would let me do it. So, you know, it's like, it became a way that I could stream. And I was like, oh, perfect. That way I don't have to miss. Let's go. Let's do it. Yippee! I don't like missing stream. It's not, you know, just coming to stream is charity tax, right? True, you know? Just because you can't miss stream doesn't make it not cursed. It absolutely is cursed. No, come on. I mean, you know, I should get a streamer award, honestly. I should get a streamer award for the most for the most non-carbon neutral stream, for the most environmentally destructive stream. That's what I should get. Because I powered the whole thing with gas, which, you know, I feel like you know, I feel like I can't imagine anyone else has ever streamed that way. Streaming as the nukes are falling because he ain't missing stream. That stream, it is Fallout Shelter. So true. So true. That's the Vault Tech, that's what they're looking to find out. They're looking to find out what being a streamer does to someone. And so then they lock me in and have me stream to other vaults and develop, and they get people to develop parasocial relationships. You know? I become entertainment for other vaults. I'm in a vault of streamers. That's all. You know, that actually does. I feel like they would do that. I feel like that could be a Vault Tech scheme of like making one vault the entertainment for another vault. Especially if they did it like a Truman Show style, and then it's like the slow descent into madness that your whole life is performative. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool, actually. Wait, where's MJ? Have they done that? MJ, is that something that exists? MJ's probably doing their homework. Yo, I'm so hungry. I'll do. Hope you're doing well, King. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the defeat of the Second French Empire. How are you? I'm doing good, dude. One of the vaults is just full of Twitch streamers seeing how long the human body can continuously stream before going insane. Exactly. How much G Fuel? Operating off only G Fuel and HelloFresh. How long till the streamer goes insane? Yeah. Oh, and Feastables. Yeah. I believe one is. There's a list of vaults somewhere. There's gotta be. I mean, it just seems so, like, you know, obvious that they would have a vault that's like, you are the entertainment for all the other vaults. And, like, you'd probably end up, you know, being like, I hate the other vault. How dare they use me for entertainment, you know? And you'd be very dehumanized. It'd be kind of like idol culture in a way, I feel like. Because then I wonder if those other vault like dwellers would become parasocial with you, you know? Or maybe they don't tell the streamer vault that they are streamers, and then the other vault develops parasocially for a different reason, you know? I mean, drip G Fuel into their veins. Oh my god. Just hooked up into a machine that all it does is give G Fuel or gamer subs. Thanks Vault Tech for the five gifted. Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh my god. Video essay about a Heat Truman Show and how it connects to modern day family vloggers. That feels like a dangerous road to go down. I'm giving you free video essay ideas. Something not quite that, but quite similar. I have actually considered, and it's just one of those things where I've shelved it as an idea because I'm like, I don't think let's just not broach that one. Today's stream sponsored by Nuka-Cola. Oh my god, I never got to drink my Nuka-Cola. Victory! Ah! Devastated. I saved it all game, and then it was like, nope. Nope, you don't get a second to consume it after winning. L. And I went, no! No, please! You can't do this to me. I started this company. Today's stream sponsored by Jet. Oh my god. Today's stream sponsored by Fat Boy Cakes. I think that's one of them. Who was the biggest competitor? Was there a Pepsi equivalent? And I just didn't know. I feel like there was no Cola Wars in the Follow universe. Just like there was no Cold War. Because it was very hot. There was no, it wasn't very cold. It was just very hot war. You know? Are you still talking about Follow? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about how it'd be interesting if one of the vaults was if one of the vaults was whatchamacallit? Like a Truman Show, where it'd be like one vault is the entertainment for another vault, and I could totally see Vault Tech being like, I wonder what becomes of people if their whole life is entertainment, you know? And we were talking about, what if there was a streamer vault, but then that got us onto the topic of the Truman Show vault, where it's this whole idea of like, well, and I guess it'd be interesting of whether or not they let those vault dwellers know that they're entertainment, and if parasocial relations would develop between the other vault dwellers and those, like, because you're characters then, even if you're people, which I think is very interesting. What if we got Nuka-Cola to be a real brand? I mean, effectively it is, because Bethesda owns the rights to Nuka-Cola as like an IP, so like there's nothing to stop them from making real Nuka-Cola. Sunset Sarsaparilla is a major player in the Southwest. Yeah, but that feels like Mr. Pibb, that doesn't feel like like Pepsi, Just talk about Follow without me. In fairness, I didn't know you left. I thought you were going to do homework maybe, but yeah, I was well, yeah, we've been discussing a couple different interesting ideas and where got nuked, and we were talking. You've missed a lot of Follow talk. Actually, we were also talking about where got nuked and like how many nukes were launched. I think Darkfire was talking about how it's like over 60,000, and then we were doing the math of like where would have survived if that happened, and like all this other element, and then some different Vault Tech elements of like, oh, I wonder if Vault Tech would have been interested in that, or what kind of experiments they've done, yada yada yada, etc. etc.
The door. I'm home at last.
Home at last!
I'm soaking through and through. And then you handed me a towel. And all I see is you. And even if my house falls down now, I wouldn't have a clue.
No clue? Because you're near me? No clue like the board game? Clue? With Professor Plum? See, I don't know now if it's a different song. Because yeah, I don't recognize that as like being from Stan, but I definitely know the openings from Stan. No Vim like Mr. Pibb or Moxie. Okay, well then Sunset Sarsaparilla didn't feel like Pepsi, but maybe it is. Maybe I'm making an unfair assessment. But MJ, do you know if there's any vaults that like the dwellers of that vault became entertainment for other vault for like a different vault? Because it'd be cool. Bop, bop, bop. Was large enough for Nuka-Cola to create Nuka-Cola Wild in response. That's fair. All right, I guess, yeah, they probably are the Pepsi equivalent then. Sunset Sarsaparilla just doesn't feel very, like, on the nose of, like, a Pepsi. Like, they're usually so tongue-in-cheek about those things. Vault 77 is fun. What's Vault 77? Is that an entertainment vault? Are there other, actually, speaking of, because yeah, part of the entertainment one that I was thinking was, it'd be cool if what they did was they'd have to be, they'd have to be close by to each other to be able to do that. So it'd be like, they could potentially make a multi-connected vault like they did in the TV show, which I don't know if that ever happened anywhere else. I don't I don't know if they had other interconnected vaults. They probably did. That's probably not original to the TV show, but it'd be cool. Nephew thirsty? A little, yeah. I could have a drink, yeah. Why do you ask? Oh, hydrate! Dios mío. One man and a crate of puppets? Huh? Like sock puppets or like full made like marionettes? Kermit the Frog? The level of quality of the puppets I feel like would affect how fun that is. Because I get the distinct impression it would not be too enjoyable. It's from a Penny Arcade comic. Huh? Oh, and MJ, you also missed me talking about how I would like them to have more sideshow attractions. That I like in the Fallout game. I liked the T-Rex attraction, but I think it would be more interesting, especially as they were around Vegas, and so in like the other areas around the Mojave, if they had like the world's biggest rubber band ball and stuff like that, you know, as like a little town is erected around it, and they worship this giant rubber band ball. I think that'd be neat. Nap doesn't know what Penny Arcade is. Shame him. Huh? Vaults typically aren't supposed to be close by to one another. The show was designed that way specifically for the experiment. Well, that's why I'm saying it'd be interesting. Like they'd probably have to do that if they were doing a Truman Show entertainment style one, because broadcast would be too difficult to like to film and broadcast or stream like material to a faraway vault, you know. There's the world's biggest teapot in 76. Yes, see? That's cool. That's fun. Fun fact, 5 de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo is not celebrated in all of Mexico except on Puebla, where the battle happened. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, actually. We were talking about that earlier, how it's made way bigger of a deal like in America than it is in Mexico. And most of Mexico really isn't like celebrated as like a thing. Give it. There we go. Perfect. We die though. Collaborate with Eminem to make Stan. They also made a song called "Thank You." The first verse, "Thank You," is used those again. Neat. Bop. Bop bop. I'll take this down this way, just so I could get a general view, because I don't want to totally have it be flat in here per se, but I need it to be flat enough, you know? It will never not be satisfying to have a shovel that just deletes your dirt in Minecraft, you know that? Oh. Anyway, though, that's probably enough Fallout talk. We've probably exhausted that topic today. You know, now that we've talked about it for a better part of like an hour and a half, you know? But anyway, what was I gonna say? Anybody see the game last night? Hey, oh, see the game last night? What's going on? Hello. Yo, check. How do? Oh my god. What game? Oh, I actually didn't have one in mind. The St. Louis Blues and the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg? 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 Winnie? Is it Winnie? Winnipeg. And the Winnipeg Jets. They had a real close game, you know? That we all watched. Every one of us. Yes, yes. I'm gonna go work with my group mates in an hour anyway. Yo, what are you working on? Or is it? Oh, is that part of the Star Wars drawing project? What did I miss? Well, you know, little column A, little column B. We were talking about some Fallout stuff for a while. Before that, we were talking about Star Wars. We were talking about Blade Runner. We were talking about movies. You know, we're just kind of chit-chatting away for the most part. And I've been terraforming this area, which I'm almost done with, thankfully. Or at least I'm almost done with the removal of the blocks, and then it won't take too long to actually do the building part. So, bonus. What sport is that for? The NHL is hockey. You know, hockey. The classic. That's a place in Canada you should know. What do you mean? I only know none of it. And where listen, I live in very rural Nunavut. I don't know where anything else is. How am I to know where all these other crazy places are? I can't believe the Jets managed to score twice in the final 2 minutes. Yeah, it was crazy comeback in the sense of like I think I actually, in fairness, I do think I saw something somewhere today that did say that that they're like the first or maybe second team to ever do that in like in a final, to come back in the third. You know, crazy. For a place that invented hockey, y'all suck at it professionally. By the way, I just mentioned a team from Canada that won. What? Huh? Canada also just won the didn't they? Yeah, they also won the Champions Cup, didn't they? Got to exit the US and followed during the war. Revolted, failed, and then it ended in a dissolution. Ugh. Hey, you know, you can't win a ball. Yippee! Yippee! I thought they'd lost when they were down 3-1 after the second period, and then they managed to make it in overtime. Yo! Absolutely obliterated. You're Canadian, but yeah, you're right. We. Y'all haven't won the Cup since 1993. Well, that's just because America takes all our players, you know? You steal all the good players. There's a reason that all the golds in the Olympics go to Canada for that, you know? It's just, listen, that's because you poach all the players.
For giving me the best day of my life.
All the key players are still Canadian, King.
Is having the best day of my life.
Oh, best day of my life. Yo. That sounds nice. And, you know, they also did just absolutely trounce America in the actual like Champions Cup between the two nations. I'm pretty sure they've won gold in the Olympics every time.
For giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you. Is having the best day of my life.
I think that was the same one on repeat, but thank you, Anonymous. I appreciate it. I'm so curious as to where all these like songs come from. We know a single vault in Canada, in Manitoba, right in the middle. I hope everyone can fit. All right, everybody, squeeze together, nice and close. Well, maybe they have their own vault tech, you know. Maybe they got, you know, like a different version of vault tech. That's not scummy. Maybe it's like healthcare or something, you know. Man, maybe they don't have private, you know. Actually, wait, don't they have a real vault? Wait a second, ain't that a thing? Don't they have like a real nuclear like giant vault for people in the way that like Finland does? I'm trying to, it was called something. Oh, it had like a fun name. I remember learning about it once. It was I want to say Defen something, Defen Bunker, I want to say. It was neat. They have like they have like a legit actual like Fallout vault. So, you know, maybe that's what they got. Maybe only one vault tech vault, you know? It's a vault full of 1,000 geese. No people, just the great Canadian goose. Vaultic instead.
Canada
oh my
has never
God.
won the Super Bowl. Really makes you think.
Do they do we, I should say, do we have an NFL team? I don't think so. I don't think there is one. They got a baseball team. They started the hockey league, so they got lots of those. And then I was thinking so much for you didn't put anything with it. You just I assume that was an accident. They didn't put anything with it. You just donated $1. Thank you so much. That's like, oh, is that like what, almost $10, dude? Thank you so much. You don't have to donate. I appreciate it. I hope it's an inclination that you are enjoying yourself. It's very kind of you. Or maybe they have a special playlist for all the songs they want to sing from the poll. I mean, Vault-Tec is funded by the government. There are other companies and individuals trying to establish their own vaults, but to a much lesser success. Where's that Fallout game? Where's the no, you didn't go into Vault-Tec, you actually went into a responsible, reasonable vault? Where's that one? I want a game about that vault. And I want it to be set in like, I don't know, Ohio. Or Yellowknife, yeah, or Vermont. Yeah, where's Bernie Sanders' vault?
We gotta build a vault. It's gonna not be for the top 99%, but only for the bottom 99%, not the top 1% of the 1%. Vault-Tec is stealing your pension. Welcome to the Sanders Vault.
I think it's got legs. I think that idea could work. How much thought do you think they put into all these songs? What song is this? Well, I thought it was Stan earlier. But the lyrics shift off of the song Stan for a little bit. So I'm not sure if they're intermixing two songs or if it is a totally different thing. I would love a Fallout game set in Mexico or Europe. Yeah, like those would be really interesting. Like I get a lot of the base of Fallout is the Americana, like, you know what I mean, like that like, you know, 50s Americana, like stylism or stylistic element is really important to Fallout as a game series. But, you know, it'd be very interesting to get just any other alternative just once. But then again, I also wonder if that would be better as like a DLC, maybe. Like maybe if they did set a game like on a border of somewheres, and then the next bit's like a DLC that goes somewhere. Take the Pride Win. Yeah, why can't the Brotherhood of Steel take the Pride Win over the Atlantic Ocean? Go find Atlantis. Where's my Finding Atlantis Fallout DLC? The only one that matters and that has fish people, but they're actually just ghouls who evolved with gills. Fallout London is pretty good. Oh yeah, that mod. I forgot about that. I never got to that far into it. Oh. If the song is called "Thank You," maybe they're say "Thank You" to that. If we assume they put thought into their song choice. Oh. I mean, if so, that's incredibly sweet. I don't know what you're thanking me for. I'm just here. I'm quite literally just breaking blocks. And then a little farther back this way, and we should be set. Oh, I gotta go dump the dirt. Fallout London before Fallout 4 base game. Yes. Oh my god. Yo, he back. He's back. Those been donated enough to get 2 naps. Oh my god. 2 nap trips. Insanity. Bonkers. And these anywhere else I can store it. The rest of this, no. No, there isn't. I am breaking blocks and stuff because I'm in freaking Minecraft. Oh my god. Chicken jockey, am I right, chatters? Oh my god. I can't believe they're re-releasing the meme version of it. That's crazy. You know what? Good for them. Good for them. I hope it goes well. It was definitely a movie that benefits from a theatrical experience. I hope it benefits theaters. Largely, it's mostly been a further problem for a lot of theaters. But alas, you know. I gotta skedaddle 99 night medicine. Later. I mean, the man says he's serious, MJ. He's probably serious, you know? But alas. I think a different Vault, not made by Vault-Tec, would be a way more fun game, though. I'm not gonna lie. Or finding out what other, like, or wait, was Vault-Tec international or just national? Like, are there Vault-Tec vaults outside of North America? Or would any other vaults be like, I don't know, Pip Pip Cheerio Vault in England or something, you know? Is it like that every nation had its own version of Vault-Tec? Or I guess maybe other nations weren't even trying to make vaults, potentially, because they were like, it'll never happen. Wait a second. What's the status of Russia during Fallout? I think about it. Or I guess the Soviet Union. It's mostly a conflict between America and China, isn't it? Isn't that what boils over in the end into like actual nukes? Did Vault-Tec build a vault on the moon? On the moon? Did they ever go to the moon? Wait, yes, I think they did. MJ said there's like a mod, or not a mod. There was a DLC, I think, in the early games or something like that, where you find like a cowboy and a samurai or something. Why? And and throw out those apples to gather up stone. Because yeah, I think MJ had said there was I want to say it was a DLC where you meet like a cowboy and a samurai and people from different time periods. but I may be thinking of a different game that we played that MJ said had that. I know something we played had that. I just don't know what. I want to say it was Fallout. Oh, man. But in any event, all's well that ends well with it. One thing that I will say, by the way, I had cross my mind the other day that I've been locked in on is how, as time marches on, Stranger Things becomes only more ancient. And when I say that, what I mean is, dear God, I had somebody confirm to me the other day that show started in the Obama administration. And I was like, wait, what? No, surely not. No, the Obama, no, couldn't be. No, it's true. No, that show first started coming out when Obama was president. And I was like, what? Why are they still going? I think because there was like an announcement the other day that was like, we're still going. We promise we're making the next season. And I just can't fathom why. You know, I can't fathom why they're still pursuing it at this point. Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misjudging. Maybe lots of people still care about Stranger Things and what's happening with it. But I feel like it hit its peak twice. Somehow. I couldn't believe it. I think it peaked twice due to COVID. But like, even then, I still think it should have ended so long ago. One of them is like a kid. Yo, we're playing Aldo. Oh my God. Now, have you seen Thunderbolts yet? No, I have not. But I'm also not sure if I will go see it. I might still. I think I heard good things. I'm just like none of the characters are ones at poggers.
Here to get my 30-month sub. Sorry I haven't been in here in a while.
No worries,
but I love catching up when I get chance to see stream.
Yo.
Hope everyone is having a great week, and thank you so much Nap and Chat for everything. Nepal 16 heart.
Wait, that's really sweet. Thank you so much for 30 months we're playing. Oh my God. I hope you've been well, King. I hope life's been that kind of busy for you. That's fun and not draining. And you know, I'm happy to have you whenever I can. I'm so glad. Oh my God. Doing great. My Ace Attorney craze is back from the dead. Let's go. Yo, I've never played one of those games, but I've heard people like them a lot. If I'm thinking about it, that's the like objection. And then there's like there's the one in red and then the lawyer in blue, and the one in red is like all fancy, and that's the length of my knowledge, but I hear it's fun and enjoyable. Now you need to play it. Is it really good? Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Requires viewing for Doomsday. Okay, well, I could I don't have to catch it in theaters though. I just don't care about Ghost and like the David Harbour's Captain America and the other failed Captain America and like, you know, the other Black Widow. Like I just don't care. They've not done any legwork for me to care about them. Oh God. The main fight comes out China versus the US. Yes, China and Russia, who and whoever else needs to be fought, are both the Red Menace, but Russia are a much smaller enemy than China in this universe, and the cowboy and samurai are on an alien ship, not the moon. However, there are canonical battles fought in the Sea of Tranquility on the moon. Huh? Huh? Wait, wasn't there one of the cutscenes, one of the openings in Fallout 4? Wasn't there like a war on the moon in one of those? Or am I thinking of like a Call of Duty thing? Who knows? Oh no. I went to the Thunderbolts yesterday. It was best since Endgame, but that isn't saying much. I mean, there's a number that I like since Endgame. It's a fun movie, but borrows a lot from where Disney has found success. The D&D party model of storytelling. The Theater was empty too. Ooh. Ooh. Cause yeah, it's just like they're not characters that I particularly care about. Like, but you know, otherwise it may be pretty good, but well, I would say Thunderbolts is a really good movie. It talks about the struggles and importance of mental health. If that sounds like something that intrigues you, I'd recommend checking it out. All right, then maybe I will. I'm not sure when I'll have the time, but maybe I will. I've made the mistake of committing to far too many things as of late, and it has caused problems. I wanted to have another video out already, and I don't. Which, you know, ain't that just the way, but still. Oh my god. I wanted another video out. I wanted to have it extra. I wanted to do some extra streams before I left, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I was hoping to do like this Wednesday as a Wednesday stream, but it's because I'm silly and I committed to stupid shows, and now I got stupid rehearsals, and then I got a book club that I said I'd do, and then oh my god, and I can't abandon it because I've joined it with people, and they were like, oh good, we'll do this thing, and I was like, yippee, and I still need to finish all of One Piece. Oh my god. Also, I think I missed where Plane's missing. It is incredible. Oh. Well, in that case, I will. Namely, we're actually pretty low on the sub-goal list, so I will add it to sub-goal, because maybe that would be fun. Because it's interactive, yeah. Attorney. Well, there's multiple of those games. Is there one specifically that's like better than the rest? Better than all the rest. On a plaque in Fallout 4 claims American forces fought everywhere from Boston to Alaska to Japan to the moon itself. Based. You think Japan's okay? You think it survived the nukes? Can Fallout London be a sub-goal? Sure. Fallout London. The first is just ironic, but the others are good, so I think you need to play the first one to get it. I understand, okay. I think the first one they re-released on Switch too, so that's easy. Look at my most recent message. And that is just to put things in perspective. Pokemon Go and Stranger Things released 9 days apart. Oh my god. I mean, to put it in perspective, one of the kids has a kid that's like 2 now or something. I'm pretty sure. Didn't Millie Bobby Brown has kids, and is still meant to be in middle school or something for the character. Like, why are they still pushing it? Oh my god. Once again, multiple people have been president. Oh my sweet G. It's coming up on a decade. Hillary was still chilling in Cedar Rapids. Oh my god. They have them all on Switch, so you'll get easily in a stream. Yo, W. Her character's a high school freshman, I think. Oh, I thought they were all still in middle school. They might be freshmen now, actually. In fairness, I never watched the most recent season of it, so I don't know where they're at now. All I know is that it's crazy to me that any of it's still going on. It blows my mind. All those actors, those actors have got to be in like ironclad contracts. It's got to be like the craziest. You owe $6 gajillion if you break contract. Like, because otherwise, I'm like, why would they know? Like, why have none of the actors been like, I'm not doing that? Nap, you missed my message. The next season is the next generation. It'll be their kids in the show. It will. No shot. No shot. Wait, really? I don't believe that. No, there's no way. Robin died less than 2 months before the show came out. I was in the 6th grade and now I'm a real worker. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, to put it into perspective, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition had just come out the year before. Like, and now they're on a new edition of that. So, like, oh my god. We went through a pandemic. Oh my god. No, that Fox is messing with you. That'd be kind of funny, though. Like, if Netflix was like, we really want to keep this IP alive. I know. We'll do it, but with the next generations. But for some reason, the parents won't believe that Vecna could be back. Ugh, yeah, of course. This makes perfect sense. Back then, I was just now I'm still insane, but more controlled. Well, you know, baby steps, baby steps. Now I'm still insane, but like in a fun, cool way, you know? Elected president after season 1 came out, and Trump is still president. Oh my god. Stranger Things just near like had to hop over Biden. My god. I have to imagine the reason it hasn't happened is truly just like actors being like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to keep doing that role. No, I'm good. Like the guy who played Steve is how old now? Yeah, joke. I mean, he has a band now. He's like a musician. He's 33 now. He's meant to be like a year or two outside of high school. He's 30. You know what? In fairness, he said in the 80s. In fairness, people in the 80s looked old. You know? Not that he looks old, just like... You know, people high schoolers in the 80s looked 47, you know? In fairness, it was weird that he didn't look... He didn't look deeply aged by cigarettes, you know? It was a bit weird. It was a bit off. He should have looked way older, you know? I have a theory. Every time Stranger Things gets a new season, something bad in American politics happens. It's the monkey's paw. It's just like, you will get another season, but at what cost? Oh my god, dude. Ah. Fox, was it from something like was it from one of the trades? Was it from like Deadline, or is it just like something you saw kicking around online? Because typically, unless it's from like one of the trades, it's like usually just rumors. But if it was from like either Deadline or the Hollywood Reporter or something like that, then it's probably then yeah, it's probably got something. You aren't looking at Boss Baby is crazy. Are you sure you... Isn't that an anime? Wait, are they making live action Boss Baby? Did I miss that? Are they making a live action version of Boss Baby and no one told me? No one told me that they're making a live action Boss Baby. This is devastating. How am I meant to live if I don't know when live action Boss Baby's coming out? Let's see. No, I don't need this yet. Do I want it here? Or do I want it there? I think I would want it right about here. So I'm going to raise this little bit up a little bit, and then we'll be go. surely it all comes together. We terraform every little bit slowly, and then baba booey, you know? Easy as pie. Oh my god. Also, I was gonna ask, I don't know if any of you have played, there's like a new game out there, it's called Expedition 33. I don't know much about it. I think it's French. Actually, I think it's made by people who left Ubisoft, and it's basically a whole thing of like, yeah, see, those developers can make a good game when not working at Ubisoft, which is, oh. But I'm curious if it's worth the hype, and so I don't know if any of you have played it, but I'd be curious to know your thought. I think it's turn-based, so it's kind of like a Baldur's Gate type deal, but I don't know that for certain. Yeah, we'll make it about that big. Is it called Fallout? Because if not, get back on topic. What do you mean on topic? This isn't the Fallout stream. We were on Fallout for like an hour and a half. For the half of the stream, we talked about Fallout. It's not my fault you left. Not my fault that you picked that time to head on out. You're a Fallout streamer. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I'm a Fallout streamer. Oh yeah, next sub goal, Fallout 1 and 2. Gotta play the classics. Oh my god. You're a Fallout streamer. People can't make up their minds. First I'm a Minecraft streamer, which, you know, kind of true. But then first I'm a Minecraft streamer. Now what? I'm a Fallout streamer. Ah, I can't win. I can't win. I was talking to my significant other. Can you say the same? Was I talking to your significant other? No, I wasn't. Oddly enough, you know? That wasn't something that I was doing. Fallout Expedition 33. You travel to Vault 33 only to discover that a mysterious painter is erasing vault dwellers from existence. Dios mío. Wait, but Darkfire, have you played Expedition 33? Is it any good? Wait a minute. No, please come back. I need to know. Oh my word. Hey, if you can play Fallout 1, I'll salute you. Well, first of all, I don't believe you. But I don't believe you will. I think you wouldn't. I think you're lying. My Fallout Shelter, to really understand the game, I gotta really lock in on the lore that's in their that's in their online mobile game. Oh my god. Actually, in fairness, Star Wars did announce that Palpatine was back through Fortnite. So, like, I guess that's what we do now. Oh my god. I still cannot believe that was, like, a thing. That they chose that as the way to do. Oh my god. It was unhinged. The official return is through a Fortnite event. Oh my god, dude. It hurts. It hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Grab these, slap these in here. And then I need to make sandstone. Wait, no, that's not what there we go. Online, the Chinese only sequel. There's a sequel to Fallout Shelter? What do you mean there's a sequel? There was a story? When was there a story? Did I miss a beat? Do it. Oh my god. Yo, Tyler Schillen primes. Let's go. W. Haven't played. Watched the like first 30 minutes on stream, but E33 is supposedly the best RPG ever or something. Not played, like everyone saying it can't lose game of the year. Yeah, and see, and that's why I'm like, is it like Baldur's Gate? Is that maybe it's worth it? But I'm also, I don't got the time. I don't got the time. We are groupmates now, but I'll be back. Games with no story can have sequel snap. No, I don't think so. No, that's not allowed. Nah. Oh my god. All games have to have deep narrative, and if they don't, then the game can't have a sequel. That's why all Call of Duties have campaigns. I mean, sometimes you buy those separately now. Because somehow they got away with separating those, but whatever. Minecraft 2 now with even less story. Well, that's why there is no Minecraft 2. Oh my god, say bye to me or I'll cry. Bye, MJ! Oh, you said you'd be back. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening, King. I hope you have a good week if I don't see you again. Bye! Minecraft 2 was the movie. No, the movie was the culmination of materials from Legends, which, you know, I still maintain they definitely thought was gonna be way bigger than it was, and it wasn't, and that kind of took the wind out of their sails. I think the movie was definitely, especially with the original release date of the movie being like quite literally around the same time as Legends was originally put out. It's like, oh, they definitely thought Legends was gonna work out, and then it didn't. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Hey, you can't win them all though. You can't win them all. I know the truth. I was there. I was the crafting table. Not the crafting table. No. How could you? Oh my gosh. There's so many good games out this year, actually. Not that you'd know it from how some people talk about them, but that's because, you know, I maintain that, like, I maintain most people really just have never played a bad game. I mean that so genuinely. Like, so many people I just think have never had to encounter a legitimately, like, poorly made game. Because so many games that are like, all right, like, you know, they're 7s out of 10. They're like a 7.5 out of 10. It's like, yeah, but it's a good game. Like, what do you... Like that's still good. That's not great. It's not amazing. It's not something that I'd like be like, oh man, you gotta play this game. It's still good, you know? Ugh. Cause like bad games, I mean, like a good bad game, or I should say a bad good game would be a game that's like the bones are good, but nothing else is good. Which is far more rare, but still possible. That'd be like a game like, I don't know, like Anthem or Gotham. Oh, Gotham City Imposters for sure, actually. That was actually a pretty sick game. Or like Smite or something, where it's like, oh yeah, this game, like this is a game that is really solid bones, but boy, does the rest of it suck, and so no one plays it, you know? And those are like 5 out of 10 games. And then below that is broken garbage you can't even play and isn't fun to play or good as a game. I haven't played a bad game, I don't think. I mean, yeah, probably not. Like, they're not super common these days. You gotta really, like, look for them. Also, sequels happen less now because games don't ever end and get updated until the original game is so obscure by DLC that you can't access it. Glances at Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is hilariously updated though, because they had to in court they had to like produce like original game code, like to prove that it was like a copyright infringement case, which happens all the time for games, but like, you know, most companies publishing companies can just send like the originals, and then be like, here you go. Here proves that we did it first by this date. Destiny, Bungie, they don't have those anymore. They overwrote them. They overwrote the original masters. So they had to submit some dude's YouTube video as evidence. They were like, no, come on, no, look, this guy, he was playing it, and that's what we said it was. They had to find, I forget the name of it, like a YouTuber who literally did an every option playthrough where they would go back and do it was like, oh my god. I haven't played many games I haven't liked. I mean, the only one up to now was Sherlock Holmes game. Oh yeah, that would be one that probably qualifies like at least a 5 out of 10. That could have been better. Yeah, where it's like there's good bones to it, but overall it was weak enough to be like a you know. It's also like it's not a crime for a game to be forgettable either. Like, you know, I feel like that doesn't make a game lower. Like that to me doesn't lower a game score necessarily outside of like the like 7.5 and above mark. Like if a game's forgettable, I don't think it can be above a 7.5. But if everything else about it is great, then yeah, it's a solid game. They made D2 a nightmare for content accessibility, but like they really did though. It's crazy. I need to go to bed now. Good night, Jack. Good night, Grant. Sleep well, dude. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a fantastic rest of your week, boy. I can't fathom why they did it that way is the thing. Like, why would you overwrite your baseline code? That's so stupid. That's an idiotic choice. But like, I don't know. I do think it's just such a rare breed to find games that are the reverse of the like 7.5 that are like in that 5 category where it's like, oh yeah, no, it's really solid bones, but the game's so boring you just don't want to play it, you know what I mean? Or not even boring, but like it's like the gameplay loop is good, but the rest of it isn't there, and there's no community behind it, you know? Like the people buy it just never takes off. That'd be something like, yeah, Smite's was deeply mismanaged. Could have been like, I genuinely think it could have been bigger than League or Dota if it was properly attended to, but Hi-Rez is just such a dump of a company. It just sucks. And similarly, it's I forget who made Anthem, but I remember Anthem had like really good and interesting like movement and the like, but ended up getting scrapped similarly. I do not understand how such a veteran cherished game studio went so far downhill. I mean, largely because most of the people who were there when it was that veteran studio are all gone now. So it's just a name. It's just a husk. Anthem was BioWare. That's what it was. Yeah, BioWare. Yes. Speaking of husks. Well, yeah, like Anthem looked fantastic and had really good bones in terms of its like gameplay loop is my understanding. I never personally played it, but that's my understanding from what people who have. But then the rest, it was so broken and janky and like on release, and its story just sucked, and it was just, yeah, killed in the cradle, you know? Some games are like put in the trash, it's so bad. Yeah! Oh. And it's amazing, like, I don't know, it's amazing to then see though, like the people would be like, I don't know, like, what's an easy example? Oh, an easy example is anything Bethesda makes. Where people are like, bad game, like Starfield. That game's a solid game. Is it like my favorite game ever? No. Is it like one that, you know, I would dedicate thousands of hours to? Yeah, probably not. But it's fun enough. Its gameplay loop's pretty interesting. It's the first iteration into a shooter style game that they really haven't done before. Because, you know, it's not using the same systems as like other games. So it's like, for a first entry in an IP, yeah, man, it's pretty solid. Concept was great, but yeah, it was not. Yeah, exactly. Good concept, some solid bones, not enough there to save it. But then you have other games like Battlefront 2, which was like by DICE and was so broken and bad when it released. But then they turned it all around and got shut down. They'd like just hit their stride, and then EA was like, "Well, let's kill this now. Let's kill this project." All right, you finally got this to like a pretty solid player base and playable state, and it's pretty fun now. All right, game over. Put it to bed. Ugh. Why? Oh my God, I can't have nice things in the games industry. But yeah, I don't know. I like Starfield's one of those easy examples, I think, where it's like most people today, I get the feeling it's like, man, quote unquote gamers like don't know what a bad game is. Because games are like when I say bad game, like those are the people who, not to reference the video I made specifically, but who never played Meet the Robinsons for the DS. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you never played the Ratatouille Game Boy game. You didn't live through and play the movie tie-in video game, which is a lost art, to be fair. Because they don't make them anymore, really. Because these days, you know, it's way too expensive to make a game and to push out something that's just bad. But those janky things, oh, they had such chutzpah, such moxie, gumption. They were overwhelmingly full of gumption. Possibly the greatest comeback ever. Yeah, I think it's hard to contest. I think No Man's Sky, I think you're pretty dead on. Especially because to this day, they're still giving free updates. I don't know if the very last one just happened, but I think a recent one happened like within this year or just the end of last year. Bring me back to play Lord of the Rings movie games with friends. Exactly. Or like, like the Disney tie-in games. What happened? There was a Clone Wars TV show game. Sucked. God awful game. Broken levels, barely functioned, but I loved it. Oh my God. It was so bad that it was good, you know? And I think elements of that are like, I don't know, important. It's like, I think there's something to be said for getting to play bad games, you know? Like having that be part of the experience to make you like get a base understanding. Because it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like how a lot of kids these days, no, but what I mean is like, it's kind of how it's often talked about that a lot of Gen Alpha and stuff like that don't know their way around technology as well as previous generations, because I guess like they don't have to know how to do the back end of anything. They don't have to know how to like go into the developer side, I guess is the word for it, of like Windows, which isn't even true. That's not even what I mean. I mean like finding out how to connect a printer, which isn't deep and hard to find at all, but it's just enough outside of the scope of like click button that it seems that it's becoming like less and less common to know, and it's crazy to me. Failure is how we learn so making bad games and great games. Yeah, exactly. And I also think there's something to be said for like the idea that if you want to become a game designer and all you see, like if you want to make movies and or write books and all you do is like watch Citizen Kane and The Godfather and like Pulp Fiction and you know, all these specific movies, or like only Spike Lee movies, or if you only read you know, F. Scott Fitzgerald and literary epics, you're gonna be a terrible director and a terrible writer. You're gonna be bad at it, because you don't like, you should read and watch everything if you want to do that. You know what I mean? Because bad, like watching the bad stuff is just as important as watching the good. Because if you don't know what's bad, how do you know what's good? You know? That's how you get people who are like, this game's trash, and it's like, this game would blow minds like 3 years ago. What are you talking about? This game's really solid. What do you mean? It's just not like as good as X or like as good as whatever game. Go watch all the movies you failed to finish and then critique them, try to fix. Exactly. Yeah, like be like, yeah, you know what? I think I would have done this instead. Like try to figure out where you try to figure out why you got bored. Why did it lose you? Is there a way that's not even like rewriting the whole thing? Like, is there a way to have fixed it that would have, like, with the bones that it has, is my favorite thing to do. For example, Star Wars. Because anybody who's like, oh, the new prequel, the sequel trilogy isn't not a real trilogy, not canon, is out to lunch. That's just not how that works. And it's gonna be some kid's favorite movie, you know? There's gonna be a whole bunch of kids who grew up with that, and they're gonna love it, and it's their favorite thing. It's cool. And that's because it has good bones. It has good bones. The characters are solid. There's an element of interesting, plot within it. Like, working out how to fix that trilogy by with keeping its bones and even keeping its main story beats is like not that difficult, but like a really good exercise, I think, for like understanding what makes satisfactory storytelling. I love movies. I want to go into cinema theater for sound because I have watched so many movies in theaters in my lifetime. Yo, exactly, and that's how you get. But you feed your creative side. I feel that way, and you know what to pull from. Like, there's movies that are terrible that I've watched that like have one interesting shot, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a second, that thing's cool. How do I do that? How'd they manage that? Good bones, full of calcium, very strong. Yes, yes. Oh my god. Good bones. They've been drinking lots of milk. It's like, you know, I'm not breaking new ground, but just the idea that, like, you know, bad art can be as important as good art, you know? Are we talking about good movies? We're talking about good and bad movies. We're talking about how it can be good to watch quote unquote bad movies. And then every movie, I mean, any movie that you've ever seen is a triumph in the sense that, like, for any movie to get published and like properly like released, crazy amounts of work had to go into getting that far. So even if it's terrible from that on out, like, it's already like that alone is a triumph. Full of carbonite. Oh my god. Full of metachlorians. Dude, I watched the movie with Ryan Gosling. The storyline was all over the place, but the visuals and sounds were amazing. I wanted to know what they did exactly. I'm curious what movie now, though. I'm very curious. Where are all the grindstones? Where have I taken them? I know one's over here, so I'll go grab that one, but still. Now, what are your top 4 movies? I mean, my favorite movie I know, and that's the Mary Martin 1956 stage version of Peter Pan, but that's, or well, not stage, it's like a stage version that is for film, like it's filmed as a movie, but done with like stage-wise acting. That's my favorite movie ever. Not a particularly not a particularly good movie, but one of my favorites. Beyond that, I don't know, dude. I feel like it always switches up. Princess Bride's probably in there, just because, like, that's a perfect movie. And I always love it. New Hope is probably in there. It's not, that's not even my favorite Star Wars movie. It's just, again, like a movie that's always perfect. Like, it's just so succinct and such a good little story, you know? I mean, because Nap seems sad. Oh my god. Also, I have beef bibimbap for dinner. Let's go. Yo, wait, that sounds delicious. Oh my god. I wasn't guilt tripping you. I wasn't. That would not be. I would never. I will guilt trip all of you. It's my favorite thing. It was called Only God Forgives. I would recommend to watch clips, not the movie itself. Based. In no particular order, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Sinners, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Saw. Wow, Sinners was that good. Wow. You like Sinners that much? That's cool, dude. I didn't know you enjoyed it that much. Yeah, it's gonna be easy to just do. I just took it to believe you're attached. Oh my god. Are you implying that I'm parasocial? That's great. Yeah, no. Maybe. Who told you? Gotta go bye. Bye, folks, family. Have a good rest of your evening, dude. Later. Have a good week. Bye. Manos, the Hand of Fate anywhere. You know, I've heard of it. I've not seen it. The name rings a bell. Who's it by? Nap, I went to see Sinners 3 times in theaters. Yo! And it's still in theaters. I'm basically, I will be seeing it 4th. Oh my god. You know what? I'm thrilled. I'm glad you enjoyed it that much, dude. It's a really good movie. I like it. It's, you know, it's incredibly solid. Famous bad movie from the 60s. Oh my god. Then maybe I'm thinking of something else. Fantastic Mr. Fox, Conclave, Monkey Man. Monkey Man is a great pick. Oh my god. But the list goes on, man. It's impossible to choose. These are ones on the top of my head. Understandable. I think, yeah, Monkey Man, Conclave, Nosferatu, and... Probably, oh no, now I'm blanking on it. What's the Timothy Chalamet, what you call it, biopic? But, anyway, but those are probably my top 2024 movies, I think. Give me. And then this will break out there. Perfect. And then I think, yeah, I'll grab these as well so that I can do stairs in that way. I probably want the stairs to be a slightly different color though. Just so they actually add something. Do I want it to be deep slate? I don't know.
One of my favorite movies is ********.
Huh? What? Link to your video essay. See, alas, no links, King, no links. It is by royal decree. What can I say? Oh my gosh. Demons. Fiends. Okay, well, you know. Is he coming? And move this over here. So wait, Edward, did you make the Bimbani, or did you just be able to get it? Either or is cool. I was just curious. I'm going to make this. What would be the right choice for in there? I think for that, I'm going to do the deep slate with specifically tile or brick. Tile or brick. I'm going to go with the brick one, I think. We'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. Dude, the Monkey Man fueled something inside me when I watched it. It is such a good representation for non-binary people and the doubts. It's so nice to watch something representation of my place that tells those people they shouldn't exist anymore. Yeah, it's great for that. It's also just like really good stunt work. I mean, that's like obviously what you're talking about is like a more important element of the movie, but I think it just has like a phenomenal stunt work where it's like, good lord, how are you doing all of that? Grab that. Stunt work is, I know, right? I mean, it's basically, it takes the cue from John Wick to do in how it approaches it, but like for all the right reasons. Phenomenal choices all around, really. I think John Wick's impact on like genuine appreciation for stunt work in film is like, there's no way to overstate it, I feel like, which is great. I mean, it's the same way. I mean, importantly, I would argue it's why we're gonna get or are getting a stunt Oscar, which is huge. That's been something people have wanted, like, oh my god, that's been like desired for so long as like recognition of that field, because it's like so critical to the whole movie industry, and yet it never been given the recognition it deserved. This is one of Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox, one of Wes Anderson's best. Actually already rewatched it twice this year. Yo, it's a great movie. I mean, it's also you know, I think we were talking about earlier, it just fits. Claymation fits his style so well in the way of like, oh yeah, this is a guy who likes everything to be just exactly how he wants it to be, you know? And like nothing does that better than claymation. I don't really watch them, so let's see what I have. In no particular order, there's missing some stuff. Down to music, Based. Really loved Inside Out. Based. Rise of the Guardian. Based. Possibly Bridesmaids. Oh, that's a comedy pick. I got a massive filmography background. Hey, you know, those are some solid picks. Rise of the Guardians deserved so much better. Oh my god, it was good. It was, you know, it's unreasonably well made. It was like so inherently interesting, like off rip, like just its whole world, everything about it was captivating, and just nothing ever came of it. And I think, you know, that's man's greatest sin. Some of you may say that's extreme, but come on. It was so cool. Santa had a naughty and nice list tattoo. Also, I got prepaid for the grocery store, but it's really good. Tastes like a small family-owned food court. Yo, that sounds delectable. Oh my god. Now I'm hungry. Now, man. Movies, they make me feel whole. Based. Absolutely. Like, oh my god, they're so well made. The way I cried during that movie, and it was so whimsy. It was perfect whimsy. It really is though. Is the thing, like, it's so perfectly constructed in that way. Oh. I can't think of another movie that like was so poised to be huge and just so sad. I guess Treasure Planet is another one that's like that could have been so amazing and was squandered by its studio. But also, when a new Korean restaurant nearby is chain of 3 stores and it's traditional. I had pork bone soup and nap. Nap, when I tell you nap, it was a Yo, man. Like, the right food in the right moment, dude. Unbeatable. Unmatched. Heals all wounds. Oh. The right food at the exact, like, when you need it. Heals everything at all, like everything instantly. Childhood drama? I think not. Have bowl of soup instead. Car accident? Bowl of soup. Fix. Easy fix. Bowl of soup. Is only way. Is the only way. Ugh. The book I regret not getting is the Rise of the Guardian art book. It's not like 100. It's now like 150 used. Oh. Yeah, that would actually be a sick art book. Actually, wait a second. Their design choices were so cool. Sandman. Oh my god. I mean, like, I'm like just a sucker for anything that's semi slapstick speaking, you know what I mean, where it's just like he has to use charades. But oh my god, what a cool movie. Gochu Gang fried tofu, and it was also, oh brother, I'm going to be, you're making me hungry. You can't do this to me. My next watch there is the newer Hellboy. Not, ooh, they made it folk horror. Made a monster, the Crooked Man. Like the really new, like the new Hellboy. Like the one with the budget of 20 million that made 2 million. That Hellboy. I mean, I hope you enjoy it, but
the streak continues.
Yo, Aldo, thank you so much for 40 months of Prime. Dios mío. Oh my god, how you been? Did you watch the game? I don't know if it had any particular team members that you would do, teams that you would be interested in watching, but it was a really cool, third quarter for one of those teams. Yeah. What I've learned is Korean food is like the Italian food of Asia. Just a little hug. That's fair. That's fair. You know what? I don't know a better way of framing that. Oh my god. Also, I could be totally misremembering and Kai still doesn't have any interest in the NHL at all. Now that I think about it, maybe I have a faulty memory. Oh. Hellboy is one of my all-time favorites. Hard to find a failure film. The animated ones are fire. Oh yeah, no, I have a friend who's a really big like Hellboy fan, and he watched it, he's like, it was a hard watch, but yep, I got fed content. He's like, you know, it was Hellboy content, so I needed it. There was no way I wasn't watching it. And I was like, oh my god, are you okay? I've been watching some games, that's for sure. Yo. Watching the Jets win was wicked as heck. Yo, that's what I meant. Yeah, when they came back in their game 7. I want to say, yeah, they came back from being 3-1. I think I read like that they broke a bunch of records or something like that. Like no one had ever come back from that far back so quickly in like the 3rd quarter of a finals game. I was like, oh my god. Sound of Music's come back to theaters in September. Oh, nationwide or internationally, I should say. Wow. This is awarded for that country, or like no. Oh my god, awarded for that country. It's crazy. Oh my god. All right, guys, mountain time. Get out your mountain hiking shoes. Learn how to sing in a family fun trap. Okay, not thunderstorm. I'm just gonna change this one out to be. I still have some sand over there, actually. Oh, okay. Yippee! And no, I don't actually need that. I could just go. Yeah. Back here. Put 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, perfect. I have 8 of those. Is it not a smooth stone version of this, right? Okay, I didn't think so. And some of those. Take a few ganders. I have no attachment to the comics really, beyond the fondness that started the first film. I think Guillermo del Toro is tied with Wes Anderson for favorite directors. That's a good choice. I really liked his fascist Italy Pinocchio. You know, it's Guillermo del Toro's a good out there choice. You know, I can think that. Yeah. Let me grab these two. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, but I don't know if I like how that connection point looks. It's very flat looking. You can add vines or bushes to add to it. In the top, it'll really even it out once it has like a top lining. Nep, how caught up are you on Doctor Who? The last Doctor Who I saw was Peter Capaldi. So, anything after that, I got like no clue. Anything after Capaldi? Nothing. I got no idea. She had throat surgery, and then well, she can't sing anymore like she used to. Oh, Julie Andrews. It was in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. She's able to do some still. I think for a while she just kind of like, because she couldn't do as well as she could, she just kind of gave it all up. But I do think she can do a bit more than at least some people originally thought. But she just don't really sing anymore. She just go, no, I'm gonna leave that. Was the guy I once... Wes Anderson was all the guy I once dated would watch. He also vaped in 2016. So, like, you know, I made choices. Philosophy majors are a choice. He also only listened to Donna's music. Oh my god. I mean, but Wes Anderson is legitimately really cool and good. Please. I just don't need to see post Capaldi. Only saw a Disney special because Tenet. See, oh yeah, that's right. I've seen clips of that one. I have not actually seen the full extent of the. I have not seen the full extent of the what's the word I'm looking for? Of the David Tennant one. But I intend to at some point. At some point. I don't know when. And then if we grab these ones. Ooh, I kind of like that divide. Wait a sec. Wait a second. I kind of don't hate that. And then above it, maybe keep it smooth like that. Yeah, maybe. It's all you watch, Nap. Oh my god. I watched the train one too. The train ad? Oh my god. The specials are fun. Definitely made to get kids back to Doctor Who. I'll watch Brother Bear first, then have saved the best Fantastic Mr. Fox for last. I mean, Brother Bear isn't a Wes Anderson film. Oh wait, are you talking about my are you just talking about my video essays? Oh my god. That was when we came out in 2007. Ah, I thought you meant the Wes Anderson H&M commercial with starring Adrian Brody, which was just way like very cute, but also perfectly displayed the insanity of that of Wes Anderson. I watch it. I'm catching up on your video essay movies. Yo, dang, dude. I still need to watch Brother Bear and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Well, I hope you like both of them. They're both very, very good movies. I like both quite a lot. Think about that many of these. Come back over here. It's 3 up, I think. Yes, 3 up. I think 5 over, but maybe I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4 over. It probably should have been 5 over, or actually maybe even longer than that. Maybe I should do. Five, 6, 7. Let's do 7. Eh. And gotta go. I thought I had cleared all this out. Oh, I've not watched TV in decades outside of some streaming services. I do think you linked the HMA commercial for us once. Probably at some point. I don't think I ever even saw it on TV. I only ever saw it on YouTube. It's just sick. It's awesome. It's like really Christmassy and nice, but it's just like so Wes Anderson in the way that like everything is so specific. Right down to like the props where it's like, yeah, I think he checks a train. I talked about this earlier in stream, but he checks a train's his schedule at one point, and it's like in that scene, he flips one page on that schedule. Every page of that schedule is made to be a real train schedule for this fake train going to fake places. It's insanely over the top detail, but it's how he likes to do things. He likes things to be quote unquote real.
Speaking of streaming services, subscribe to ***** Nap. Let me shill for them, please. There, indie.
Brother, you can't put links. You can't put links. Also, what indie streaming services are you? Oh, Dropout.
Sub to dropout.tv.
Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only because it's Brennan Lee Mulligan. I guess you could chill for drop. No, you know what? I take that back. This one time and today only am I saying yes. I am not giving you a blank check. That is a bad move. That will lead to months. Wait, Nap, they released the trailer for Squid Game. Another TV series that could have ended forever ago. Leave me alone. Oh, well, I missed. Oh, but I hit. Yo. Look at how we not talked about Isle of Dogs. That's true. Isle of Dogs is a beautiful movie. Genuinely so fantastic. Bop. I want to sub, but don't worry. No worries, dude. You never have to feel obligated to subscribe to me. Keep your money. There's way more important. There's way more important. Like you got money for yourself. I will always forever appreciate it, but never feel obligated. No, that's not where I wanted that to go. Please, for the love of God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Idiot. Stinky. I started a new project without finishing the old ones. This is part of this project. This isn't new. This is part of this one. I'm beautifying the land. I'm adding a cool little Listen, I wanted this one to be on a raised platform. This is part of the same project. This isn't a new one. Also, we're meant to drop it. Oh, I thought that. Sorry, I'm a narcissist and I think everything's about me. Oh, whoopsies, my bad. Nap is adding all the colors to the wind, huh? What do you mean? I don't follow. Then I need to put this in here and grab. I thought you were talking to someone else. No, I'm not paying business. Oh, okay, good. Ah. I just assume when people talking about subscribing and stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, me, right? I'm doing the thing. I'm meant to be, subscribe today. Twitch Prime, use it, yeah, or whatever it is. I don't know, promoting myself or something. And then I feel bad about it, so then I go, no, wait, no, please. Because the people are like, I wish I could subscribe, but I can't. And I feel like I should be like, no, wait, no, you don't have to, because they don't. They don't have to. Actually curious to find other directions to employ diorama-style storytelling. Kind of fair, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't name one. This is gonna need some greater beautification, but still, how's it looking so far? What do I want to stripe it with? What do I want to stripe it with? Once it has the top a little bit, the top a little bit, I think I'm gonna do out of what would be better? Diorite? Yeah, maybe diorite. I think I have a good bit of kicking around. Bap, 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 bap. New episodes of Game Change out today. I need to chill as much as I can as I only have today. Oh my god. Use the walls so it has indents for shaping. Yeah, see that's what I was grabbing these ones. Well, one to do walls at the top, but then you're right. Yeah, indents as well from walls on the main section. All right, let's see if I can do something with this. These look too spaced apart. That's the real question. They look weird. A little bit weird. Maybe I add the stairs right below them as well. It's too smooth right below it, I think. So if I do stairs right below it, bam, 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 bam. Use iron fencing. See, but iron fencing will be too thin though. I feel like iron fencing will be too thin for the like, because I'm looking for kind of like that thick, you know, like at a Versailles kind of stonework, yeah, thick stonework style of railing. It's just slightly too thin. I'm trying to remember. I think fences do connect now. I think they didn't at one point. In between. Ooh, I see what you're saying. I was like, I think fences do connect. Well, yeah, maybe iron doesn't. Or even if it does, it puts like a little mesh. I thought I had iron over here. Ah, come on. Yippee! Nope. Gotta go farther. Cause yeah, I do want to have it be kind of like that, you know, palace-esque fencing kind of thing. That's just like stone, shaped stone fencing. The singular diamond, yeah, and what of it? What of it? You don't like it? It does, but it'll mesh and it'll also extrude the sides of the stone to make them more. True. Good work. Good work. I've been watching way too much B-Dolo lately. Oh, B-Dolo, yeah. That makes sense. That man's a good builder. Desert well. What are you, MJ? What do you mean? Oh. I love that MJ is just so like the #1 fan of desert wells. This is awesome. No wait, iron should be right up here. And we'll grab this for now, and just so that I have lots. The map of Canada! Exactly. My home. The true north. something. True North something. Strong, I think. He's gotten insane this season, by the way. Like, I've been off. Oh, God. Oh, I should go look. Oh, no. Not like right now, but like, oh, my God. Sometimes those hermits just go absolutely nutty. And I go, oh, my God. Strong and free. That's what I remembered that. I recalled. Oh, and Edward has also said it in the chat. Of course, yes. We both remembered. Together. Yep. I was right on the strong bit. I knew it was strong. Ah. I can send you a screenshot on the Nether Hub. It's purely conceptual. Huh? Conceptual Nether Hub? Wait, that's kind of awesome. I almost wonder also if I have diorite on top and then trade it out for deep slate wall, if that would look better, because then it'll be the white, like, because then it'll be dark on both the light sandstone and the white diorite, so that might look a bit more like cool, like interesting. Can I make iron fences again? Yeah, that's how. I am off to bed. So good rest of your stream at the end and chat. Later, Webblade! I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, a fantastic rest of your week. Thanks for stopping by. Later. I like it. I do think I'm gonna try the deep slate. I think deep slate, I like that idea. I think the contrasting colors might help fill it out a bit more, if that makes sense. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, but Edward, have you been doing any new runs in Baldur's Gate now that there's been like new classes since patch 8 came out? Have you been making use of all the new materials they've put out? Or anybody? I just know that Edward plays Baldur's Gate. In my search for diorama stories, I've arrived at Jared Hess, who has made the Minecraft movie. Yo! That's right, he did. He also made Nacho Libre and I think Napoleon Dynamite. The Ouroboros is complete. The snake that is my watching of this stream has devoured its own tail. Oh my God. So the Fallout game are we talking about now? We're talking about the Minecraft movie, actually. Where I played Necromancer Druid now. Yo! Front, oh, yes, no, you have told me about that run. That's not... Wait, yes, I recall now. I had to choose a Circle of Spores, so, like, I ended up, not playing the new class. Wow. Wow. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Patch 8 play, doesn't play anything new. Wow. Oh, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you and your friend are enjoying your playthrough. With your evil choices. And your villainy. You fiend. Bet you didn't even save Gale. You monster. Honestly, Minecraft and Fallout crossover would be good. Yeah, I mean, come on. There's been Nuke TNT and Minecraft mods forever. Where's the Fallout Minecraft mod? Stereo is also pissed at me for doing the Necromancy of Fate. Gee, I wonder why. And not giving it to him. That makes more sense, actually. That, you know what? Now that you say that. We are, yeah, it's on PS5. Yo, crossplay, baby, coming in use. Actually being of use, let's go. Can I leave all the dirt elsewhere? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no way. Oh my god. Slowly but surely this addition to the build is coming together though. Terraforming is not my strong suit, so I'm thankful for all and any patience people are exercising. I'm not especially good at building to begin with, so terraforming is just like a new skill framework to learn. But the beautification process is underway. Why? Why would you do that to me, brah? Why? We did get I also worn out Jesus Christ, yo. Well, I hope your group project time went well. I hope it worked well together. What if I remove? What if I? Hopefully everybody was you know, doing what they needed to do and doing their part and not leaving you alone to do all the work or anything. Because that's quite literally just the worst in group projects. See, it does just have this way too much distance. That's not as bad, but it's still not good. I'll worry about the top layer later. I'm gonna do this edge here first, and then we'll worry about that bit next. Use anvils. Oh no, I have to finish the farm. Oh, I have to finish my iron farm. Spend 40 iron per railing. Based. Opulence. Yes. The opulence of the ageless empire. Yes. Oh my god. Where did I leave it? Where did I set that stuff? I definitely put it in that far chest. Oh my god. Nap, why do you do this to yourself? Why? My cursed run though. Oh, did I miss? Our run is already. Oh god, he failed the roll against the guys at the blighted village, so we got destroyed. Will is dead, and we're opting to not revive him because. We did get Gale. I had my friends do it whilst I walked away. Why do you hate this poor man so much? He just wants to be friends. I must agree, anything but anvils will look wrong. Only the opulence of anvils may achieve the look we are looking for. Oh my god. Only by excess can we achieve the detail we want. You know what? You're not wrong. You know, fair ball. All right. Dios mío. Up until patch 6, Gale had only one thing on his mind. Friendship, yes. Friendship that I stumbled into accidentally and then had the course correct on, but friendship. And then go, wait a minute, Gale. No, wait a second. Hold on a minute. Wait. Hold on a second, Gale. Wait a second, Gale. Hold on a second. Well, wait just a gosh darn minute there. And then grab these, grab that, bop bing, bop boom. Now realizing that in Minecraft, you play as the 1%. Well, you know that, no, not necessarily. No. He's totally never gonna add. No, we're totally never gonna add. Cause you know the thing, and you know, and you share your wealth, you know, with you know, and wow, you're gay in game and IRL. What? What do you mean, Barna? What do you mean? Oh my god. I just was doing dialogue options that made him be my friend. That's not gay inherently, please. That's not what I was doing. At least not intentionally. I guess it technically was what I was doing. I just didn't realize. I thought we were just chilling. I thought we were just hanging out, having a good time. You know, he's like, wow, he's really interested in my magic. Wow, cool. Oh, he wants to teach me some magic. Cool. Wow. That's awesome. I love learning magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many did I do this on? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Alright, 7. Gave it up for you, Seems. Oh my god. Is inherently gay? What do you mean inherently? What do you mean accidentally getting with a man trying to be friendly is a story that could apply to your early life, or that's end your point? That's the end? Listen, I just assume people are friendly, and then sometimes they are, and sometimes they're more than that. That's fine. That's just, I didn't realize. You know, it varies. It varies. You're consistent. Oh my god. And what's that meant to mean? And what's that? What is the implication here? You know, nothing wrong with consistent. I consistently make friends. What's so bad about that? Chilling at Cedar Rapids. Oh my god. Nap is queer, but still manages to be single. Okay, this is not the let's obliterate Nap hour. Let's. Oh my god. When did this become all right? Time to cook Nap. Oh my god. I'm begging you to get dyslexic test. Normal people do not read the word real as early, huh? What do you mean? He's the fruity dream of every girl gamer. What does that mean? Huh? I fear what the implication of that is. Oh my god. It's always the let's obliterate Nap hour. No, it's not. Oh, that would be a queer go to my stream. MJ? Oh my god. Well, hold on right a minute there, Doc. Are you telling me? Shrimp fried this rice? Are you? Oh my god. Nap, MJ said real life and you read as early life. Nuh-uh. Nah, I don't think so. You sound crazy. I don't think I made that mistake. No, I don't think so. Ah, demon. Also, I'm not dyslexic. That's not a thing. We're not opening that can of worms next, okay? It is simply put not a thing. We're not even broaching that one. Why? They only gave me one? That's lame. It's still applicable. Peter Pan isn't a very straight role. What do you mean it isn't a very straight role? It's a perfectly fine. What do you mean? What does that mean? It's just a role. It's not that. What do you with the? Oh my god. Peter Pan not a very straight role. I don't even know what that means. Doesn't even make sense. Eh? Ah. Eh. Dyslexia isn't a thing. Add him to the able. I meant for me. The implication was for me. Oh my god. I do not have dyslexia, is what my statement was intended to convey. How dare you? You're gonna revive something. You're gonna bring. Never mind. I'm not even gonna make that joke. Peter Pan is very bi energy. I guess. Oh my god. Source, I hung out with a lot of bi musicians on the cruise ship. And did any of them play Peter Pan? Or did they just like Peter Pan, the movies? Listen, just because I was able to kill tights doesn't mean nothing. And so I had a sprightly period. Your point? I wasn't always so, and I'm not now. Disney's barely paid attention. That's not what it is. I said I'm balancing my attention between reading chat and playing the game and then reading chat. Oh my god. Man, I'm back from sleep to say that I see the queer go to this in Peter Pan part. Oh my god. Revived. Oh my god. The comeback where play was like, wait a minute, I have something to contribute. Hold up. I have something to say. You still get a tally if you say something accidentally. Oh my god. Nap is. Oh my god, Tyler. Man, according to the following tactics, the gas price around the time of the war hovered around $7,450 a gallon. What? You can't deny it, man. They fit the whimsy. Oh my god. I've added Nap to the ableism board. Sorry, what was that about the bi musician filled cruise ship? May I come aboard? Oh my god. Why did you get an ableism tally? I was trying to sleep. Because I said that I don't have dyslexia. I am now on the ableism board, apparently. I am ableist for proclaiming myself to not have dyslexia. His name is Peter Pan, not Peter Bisexual. Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. Wait a second. Had a queer sixth sense. It's crazy. Nev said dyslexia isn't real. No, I said me having dyslexia isn't a thing. I didn't say dyslexia isn't real. Those words never left my mouth. Oh my god. Absolute fiends are in this chat. It just needs to be a very rough outline. Most of the day I was hoping to just like finish up the terraforming part of it. All right, not terrible. It needs greenery, which I'll add at the bottom for bushes with roses. Leaves and rose bushes, which will be at the bottom to add like some flower and floral elements. I need to figure out how I want to do the railing part. I think it needs a bit more to kind of break it up. I think I want the pillars to be a little different. I don't hate the pillars. I just don't like the pillars, you know? Maybe full squares is what I should do. And then just add, like, maybe, 1 second. I don't have any of the wall with me, Dios mio. Oh, that can't be a wall. Oh, that can't be a wall. Oh, I don't think we're gonna like that as a wall, but we'll try it. Add terracotta somehow, trust. Yeah, that's actually not a bad shout. Wait a second, that's actually, why is this not smoothing together? Why is this staying all brittle and apart? I hate everything. It's the worst. Why is it not smoothing out? Is it because it has dirt right behind it as well? In which case, if I do... that is why. That is why I've solved the mystery. I'll do that for now just to see. I don't think I'm gonna like this. I don't think. Melly, you know me. Nab accidentally was ableist. Don't worry about it. Just tally them up. No, I wasn't. Oh my god. The divot I think I like more than the roundedness. I don't like that wall particularly. I think I'd change it. Or I could make it a divot with terracotta. Putting you on the spot. If I did a Minecraft bingo event, would you be interested in being on a team? It would be duos and silly achievement hunting. What are you? Why are you putting me on this spot? When you put me on the, I mean, I'm not gonna be here for like most of this month, so I'm gonna go with no. You know, I got Friday stream and then Monday stream, and then your boys gonna have to be gone for a hot minute. Can we see it all remade with anvil? all of it from bottom to top, anvils. Oh my god. Let's see Paul Allen's anvil. Like, oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't hate this though. I don't, and you know, when this is up as well, then I'm gonna find, I just need to find something to do with what this space will eventually be. But I like this. I like having these divots and then having that be like on that raised area. Do you see what I mean now? That it'll be cool that that's like on a raised up platform. I think it adds something to it, you know? I think it adds a certain, use glazed terracotta. All right. You don't need to gas it up. You don't need to glaze the terracotta use. You can't tell, but I'm staring directly into the camera that's not on. But I'm looking at you. You couldn't tell, but I paused and turned directly. I guess I should have just done this. I'm so used to not playing Minecraft, I forgot that I could just let me do something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm about to have a cruise missile lobbed at my house. Use the rotation of the anvil to add texture. You can choose from north, south, east, and west. So many choices to build with. Ah, the uranium glass cathedral. Why do we all have to hate Nap's build choices? Well, Nap the chat, take care of yourself. Kept it at the chat. I adore falling to sleep with Nap getting mad. Oh my god. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening where I play it later, boy! My very own cruise missile. Wow. Can we remake it entirely out of happy gassy? Oh my god. Yeah, happy gas. We'll make the whole building. We'll make every build out of happy gas. Oh my god. Anyway, you know, Janice, you know what? We'll call it here. I gotta make an iron farm. Read my messages. What do you mean? Did I miss? Let me do something. I don't. What do you mean? Read your messages. You didn't send another message. You just says let me do something and then read my message. Huh? You what? Oyster. Boil in the fancy shell. My little cruise missile explosions are fun. Oh my god. Anyway. Cheers! Thanks so much for coming out to stream. We're probably gonna leave it here. I'll be back Friday. I would like to try to fit another stream in this week because I'm not gonna be here after next Monday for a little bit. Gonna be off. We're gonna miss like I think 2, maybe 3 streams total. I think I've gotten it low enough. I think I should be able to make that 3rd stream if I'm thinking correctly. But we'll see. We'll see. In any event, cheers. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. A fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see you. Budget. Budget. Budget.